looking like they were all on his side, and they got the thrill tonight. Inside a cage, Tully Blanchard goes down in defeat, and here he comes through the crowd, holding up his belt.
Around the world been waiting for that, and there's the excitement.
I'll tell you what, Steve, it does my heart good just to be able to see that tape, but above all, watch me slam Tully Blanchard down and pin the man and take the title away from him. Now there's no excuse. Tully Blanchard can't get up here and scream and say I didn't beat him. The people have seen the tape. I've got the belt. And what's happening, Tully Blanchard? Is everything going array? Are things breaking down? Are you having little problems with your stooges? Now you have a little problem with Gino. That's who that gave me the tape. And I'm thanking him very much for it because he did me a favor. And Tully Blanchard, I hope you really enjoy this tape.
Thank you very much, Bob Streetcan. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the missing tape. We hope you enjoyed it. Bob Streetcan is the Southwest.
Unknown with a combined weight of 490 pounds, the Grapplers. The Grapplers. And their opponents, first from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 228 pounds, Rick Quickdraw McGraw. And his partner from Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 236 pounds, the Cowboy, Scott Casey. Casey, one fall, TV time remaining. There's the bell as we get ready with this tag team match. Ladies and gentlemen, the excitement continues here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Don't forget, the New Zealand Sheepherders next week here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. What a tag team combination they are. Be sure you join us. The Grapplers of John Garson, who on our opening segment of this program you saw were defeated for the Southwest Tag Team Championship. Of course, the titles were declared vacant by the Commissioner Lou Sills, and the Grapplers have entered that big one-night tournament to try to regain those tag team championships. Side headlock by Casey. Grappler number 1. Casey being hit in the ribcage by those forearms from the Grappler. They're on the rope. The referee taps. Tries to get them to break. They break. Nice hip toss there by the Cowboy. Another one. Casey's trying to kick Grappler number 2, who starts into the ring now. Oh, and Casey's got them both. There, he takes them both down. McGraw in with a drop kick. McGraw quickly gets out now. Well, McGraw saw his partner, Scott Casey, in trouble, come in to help out, but Casey had things pretty well under control by himself. Rick Quickdraw McGraw in. Hip toss puts Grappler number 1 down to the mat. There's a knee into the leg of Rick McGraw by Grappler number 1, who tagged out, and now it's Grappler number 2. Of course, their manager, Don Carson, outside the ring, yelling instructions and doing the cheerleading for his Grapplers. There's a quick tag, and Grappler number 1 comes back in. Drops in there with a knee, and they are working on the left leg of Rick Quickdraw McGraw from Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll stay with this match as long as we can, because our TV time is running down. Our director informs us we're under the 2-minute mark. The Grapplers punishing the left leg of Rick Quickdraw McGraw. There's another tag. Grappler 1 holds as Grappler 2 drops the knee, and then Rick McGraw, how much could that leg take before something's tossed? I don't believe he'll be able to stand up on it if he ever can get away from him. McGraw twisting over, and now you saw the step inside leg hold there by Grappler number 1. McGraw trying to tag out to Casey. About 2 feet in there, and he can't stretch. There's the tag. 1 minute. 1 minute remains here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Junction in San Antonio, Texas, every Monday night, for the taping of our nationwide television program. And if you would like to come on out and see us, just come on to the junction that's located at 1704 Blanco Road in the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas. We're getting close to fiesta time. And as the Grappers continue to punish Rick Quick Draw McGraw, Scott Casey would like to get in there and help out McGraw. Tell your friends about us. Southwest Championship Wrestling, the most exciting hour of professional wrestling anywhere in the world, right here from Texas. McGraw kicks him off. And ladies and gentlemen, Scott Casey makes the tag, and our time is expired. Till next week, this is Steve Stack saying so long for Southwest Championship Wrestling. Champion Mr. Pile Driver Bob Sweetan has come up here with us. He's going into the ring in our opening match, but we'd like to talk to him for just a moment. Bob, I know you heard Scott Casey speak a while ago about the most popular wrestler contest. I want to tell you that earlier today, just before we went on the air, we checked the computers of Southwest Championship Wrestling, and the leader, as of now, is Mr. Pile Driver Bob Sweetan.
Well, Steve, it makes a person feel good, you know, that people that are watching television all around the country, and in Texas and all over the United States, taking time out to send in their cards and letters. People just keep it coming and just keep putting on the name Bob Sweetan and make me happy.
Well, they're doing a good job of it. Also, Bob, you've been a champion almost 2 months now. A lot of big names, and I'm talking about big names and big guys are wanting to take that title away from you.
Well, the Southwest Heavyweight Championship belt is a very prestigious belt. There's people going to come in from all over the country trying to get a shot at it. The man that's making his way is going to be seen on television today, Bob Orton Jr. He's a big reputation precedes himself. He's going to make a name for himself. But I was talking now a little bit about something is the grapplers. The tournament we had here in San Antonio, I didn't like the way things happened. You've got to keep an eye on these guys. They're switching in and out. They got Don Carson in their corner. So I decided upon myself that I'm going to make a personal thing. I'm going to try to get rid of the grapplers, and I'm going to start right here with one of them today, Steve.
Well, I know we might tell the people that you went into the finals of the tournament. The grapplers did come out the winner, and I don't like the way they did it.
Well, neither do I, Steve. I'm going to try to rectify some of that today right here on television.
Thank you very much, Bob. Good luck to you.
Thank you,
The Southwest Heavyweight Champion, Bob Sweetan. His opponent is in the ring, so let's go there now. In the ring, you see the masked man, grappler number 2 with his manager, Don Carson, getting ready for Bob Sweetan. Sweetan comes in now. The grappler weighs in at 245 pounds, some parts unknown. Don Carson, why he keeps that mask on him, I don't know. Bob Sweetan off with a beautiful jacket. The belt is not on the line. He passes it outside. The referee, Jack Howe, says, ring the bell. There's the bell, and we're ready to go. Opening match here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. The Southwest heavyweight champion, Bob Sweetan, backing the grappler onto the rope. Grabs him by the arm, whips him all the way across the ring. Big forearm to the top of the head. Another one to the side of the head, and bailing out of the ring is grappler number 2. John Carson over there with a little encouragement. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the tournament for the Southwest Tag Team Championship was held. There were 8 teams entered, and the grapplers came out as the victors. And they are once again the Southwest Tag Team Champions. Sweetan with a side headlock. Oh, he popped the grappler one to the side of the head. The grapplers in their final match defeated Bob Sweetan and his partner Armando Guerrero for the championship. And Sweetan felt like he was mistreated by that boot that grappler number 1 wears. Of course, he's got grappler number 2 here. Sweetan off the rope. Oh, what a collision. Down goes the grappler. Over the top goes Sweetan. Grappler missed. Sweetan does it, and down goes the grappler. Hip toss. Grappler back to the mat. Carson yelling into the ring, slapping at the ring. Carson not too happy with what's going on here with this grappler number 2. Sweetan really has that side headlock locked on there tight. Forearm. Grappler trying to knock Sweetan off. Sweetan turns around, he punches him. Oh, Sweetan with a little punch. Sweetan grabs the head of the grappler and slams it into the turnbuckle. That forearm to the midsection. Snap mare, puts the grappler down. Sweetan in behind with a face lock. Bob Sweetan, the Southwest heavyweight champion. Again, 1/2 of the Southwest Tag Team Champions. This grappler number 2. Towards the ropes is Sweetan getting thrown with his throat across that top rope. A nice move there from the grappler on his part. I know Sweetan didn't like it at all. Big forearms, exchange blows. That was an uppercut fist from Sweetan. There's another one to the jaw. Sweetan in behind. The claw hold clamped onto the side of the neck of the grappler number 2. Yeah, now we see as we turned him around, his vision, my vision was blocked, couldn't see what he really had. I thought he had a claw over the end. He got hold of that chin, pulling it back. Carson complaining that Sweetan is choking, but I don't believe he is. Sweetan only on the head of the grappler. Elbow trying to knock him off from the grappler. Sweetan gets knocked off for just a moment, but he comes back with a fist. There's the Southwest heavyweight champion laying some good ones in there, but look at this grappler come back. Grabs him by the arm. The grappler is taking a lot of punishment and ditching it out also. Throws Sweetan's left shoulder into the turnbuckle. So the grappler goes to work on the left shoulder of Bob Sweetan. Ooh, big forearms in there. Sweetan tries to knock him out of there. These two guys exchange blows. Grappler with a hammerlock now on Bob Sweetan. And Sweetan gets rid of him. With the grappler right back. Sweetan down on the mat. Grappler punishing that left shoulder with that hammerlock. Sweetan. The crowd begins to chant, Sweetan, Sweetan. And it's another sellout crowd here at Southwest Championship Wrestling. Off the rope, Sweetan with a kick as he holds onto the rope. The grappler was looking for a back drop, but he didn't get it. Sweetan reaching out there after Carson. Here's the grappler right back after Bob Sweetan. Into the turnbuckle goes Sweetan. He gets out of the way. The grappler comes flying in there. Oh, Sweetan knocked him down. Hip toss by Sweetan. midsection. Oh, Sweetan going for the mass. Sweetan going for the mass. The grappler number 2. We may see who it is. We may find out the identity of grappler number 2 right here on Southwest Championship Wrestling today. Oh, here comes grappler number 1. Grappler number 1 has come into the ring. He's going after Sweetan. That's going to cost the grappler the match. And now both of them begin to kick. Bob Sweetan. Sweetan bails out of the ring. Grappler number 1 interfering as Sweetan almost had the mask of a grappler number 2. Here comes Wahoo McDaniel. Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Trying to clean out there. Carson trying to get his grapplers out of there, but the noise is so loud the grapplers can't hear. Oh, they get knocked down by Sweetan and Wahoo. Sweetan, atomic drops 1. Over the top rope goes grappler number 1. Over the top rope goes grappler number 2. And Wahoo McDaniel and Bob Sweetan clear of the ring. And the crowd loves it. But the victor was Bob Sweetan, as the grappler was disqualified for outside interference. Around the professional wrestling world are all wanting to come to Southwest Championship Wrestling. And I have one of them here today that you may have never seen on Southwest Championship Wrestling before, but he's known to fans around the world. He stands 6'3". He weighs 240 pounds. And the man is from the state of Kansas, the Cowboy Bob Orton. Bob, nice to have you here on Southwest Championship Wrestling.
Well, your pleasure. I'm sure you wrestling fans, I know you're happy to see me. You know, Southwest Championship Wrestling is becoming, you could say, a hotbed. The things that are going on here are rugged and rough, just exactly like I like them. I like to get right in the middle of the fire, Daddy, when everything's hot, when the competition is at its best. It brings out the best in the man. You know, Bob Sweetan is running around here, the number 1 man for Southwest Championship Wrestling. That's right, Sweetan, you're number 1 for now. But I heard you talking to him a little bit earlier in the show, and the man has been facing top competition all around the country. Well, that's going to wear him down. And when it wears you down, Sweetan, when you run into a man with my capabilities, 3-time state champion, All-American when I was in school, one of the best wrestlers in the world today, just got back from Japan. They think I'm Superman in Japan. I'm one of the best men that have ever been over there. As far as Southwest Championship Wrestling is concerned, you're looking at the greatest wrestler ever to step into a wrestling ring. I have forgotten more moves than Bob Sweetan will ever know. So, Sweetan, I want you to know something. The Cowboy's here, brother, to beat somebody, and it's going to be you. Right now, I've got Embry supposed to be his understudy. We'll just see how good Sweetan is. I'll learn things about Sweetan in this match coming up.
Well, what about the pile driver, Bob Sweetan?
I've been pile driving fence posts off the back of my daddy's tractor since I was 10 years old. The pile driver is not new to me. It's a very dangerous hold, yes, but I'm not going to stand there bent over like a Japanese rice picker and wait for him to put it on me. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to be ready, I'm going to be willing, and I'm going to be able to keep out of anything that Bob Sweetan might throw in my direction. You know, that is what you got to do, is beat the number 1 man. Sweetan, you're number 1. You're number 1 on my list.
Thank you very much. The Cowboy, Bob Orton from Kansas, now making his way to the ring. His opponent, Eric Embry's there, so let's join Eric Embry and the referee, Jack Howe. Eric Embry coming into the ring, a protege of Mr. Pile Driver Bob Sweetan. He's been working out in the gym with Sweetan pretty often. And Embry at 221 pounds against Bob Orton, the Cowboy from Kansas, 240 pounds. There's the bell. We're ready to go. Say, Orton, I don't know how good this guy is. I saw him in a couple matches. But I'll let you know more after I see him today. He's devastating. There's no doubt about it. You're going to find that out. Look at the man move. Bob Orton scissors the leg. Now goes down and grabs the left arm of Eric Embry. Orton coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling, looking for bigger and better things. And he has come to the right place, because this is the number 1 wrestling program in the world, Southwest Championship Wrestling. Coming to you from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas. Embry Trying to put Orton down. See Orton ride with him, has him locked up. Set a cradle on him. Now he comes out of it. He's in with a face lock. Cowboy Bob Orton. Elbow trying to knock Orton off from Emery. Gets rid of him, but look at Orton come back. Oh, what a blow. Wouldn't surprise me if Emery couldn't even get up. I don't think he could have if it had been for the help of Orton as he staggers him again. Emery with forearm trying to get back at Orton, but Orton stays right away from the knee lift. Hey, you're talking about tough. You're looking at it right here. Orton holding on to Eric Embry. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up a little later on here on Southwest Championship Wrestling, the announcement of the date and the site for the World Heavyweight title match, where we will crown an undisputed world champion. We'll be telling you about that later on, so don't go away. Backbreaker. Oh. And Embry may not have a bone in his body that's not broken by the time Orton gets finished with him. Covers him up, kicked out. Embry with forearm. Orton reaches up, grabs the head. Eric's trying to figure a way out. See if he can get rid of this cowboy for a little bit. Turns him around, snaps that head across the knee. Well, he didn't break his neck. Knee to the top of the head. And Eric Embry, at this point, is taking a beating from Cowboy Bob Orton. Big boot. Well, this cowboy will do anything. He's big enough to do anything. I don't know who's going to argue with him. Pops him through the head. Reversal by Embry. Orton thrown into that turnbuckle. Embry with a fist, with a forearm, another forearm, another forearm. Embry with a snapmare, and down goes Orton, and Embry drops the 220 pounds across there, and Orton kicks out. Orton with a collision, down went. Oh, did you see that? Orton went down, but then he got up. He went high in the air, got that knee right up on the head of Eric Embry, and he got that 6'3" frame that high in the air. Slam from Orton. What's he going to do here? He's on that middle rope. He's bouncing on that middle rope. Oh, right down across the throat. My. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at Cowboy Bob Orton, and this man is just as tough as he says he is. Sets him up on the top rope, punches him, goes up on the middle rope, going to suplex him off the rope. He does. What a move. Eric Embry is out. There's no way he's going to get up. There's the count. And you saw it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboy Bob Orton.
His position. I'd like to say to Tully Blanchard, I hate to be repetitious, Tully Blanchard, you little weasel, you little pussy cat. But let me tell you right now, I'm the one now. I'm tired of hearing about, well, the dynamic duo's dead. The team is gone. I'm trying to talk here to you, say, Tully Blanchard, you can do this. You can go get other partners. You can do this. You've done that. Well, one thing you can't do is get rid of me, because I've got the ambition. I've got the soul. I've got the heart. But most of all, I've got all the people, Tully Blanchard, and you can only run for so long. And when the blood keeps flowing, from now on, it won't be mine. It's going to be yours.
Thank you very much, Dino Hernandez. Dino's going to stay here with us to commentate on the match. So let's go to the ring now as both competitors are there. Scott Casey, the Cowboy from Amarillo, Texas. You're looking at Tully Blanchard from San Antonio. Tully Blanchard, 235 pounds. Scott Casey, 236. The referee, Jack Cow. And, of course, Tully was saying, if you want any part of him, come on to the ring. But I noticed he didn't want to wrestle you today.
That's totally a false statement, Steve Seconds. You know, because I've signed an open contract to wrestle anyone, and Tully Blanchard's totally avoided it. Like I said, I envy Scott Casey. Scott's doing a good job here. Took an arm on him, working with the knee on the arm. And every time, I must admit, every time I see someone do something to Tully Blanchard, I get feel bummed.
Well, I know there's a lot of things you'd like to tell me, but you know, I've watched that tape over and over and over again where he took that belt and hit you in the back of the head and hit you in the top of the head. I thought he broke your neck the first time.
Well, you're right. You said he caught me on the back of the neck, my back, and then the head split my head open. All I like to say, you know, the blood, the sweat, the tears, everything that went into it. I've done a lot of dirty things, and I've done a lot of wrong things to Tully Blanchard. I've done a lot of wrong things to the people, but I can say one thing. All these people have opened my eyes, and I'd like to say, if there's only one thing I do in the rest of my life, I'd like to earn the respect of people. If I could do that, I could die with a smile on my face.
The one thing about it, Tully Blanchard is, I think he's more worried about you being here talking to me right now than he is about Scott Casey. He better worry about Scott Casey.
Yeah, that's true. Scott Casey's a great athlete. There's nothing I can take away from Scott. He's one of the best physically built wrestlers in wrestling. You see right there, held onto the arm drag.
Holds on to that arm of Tully Blanchard. Scott Casey holding on. Now he drops that weight across that arm.
Good drop across the arm there.
Did a very good drop there. Blanchard backed into the corner. Blanchard complaining about maybe that Casey pulled a little hair.
Well, we know there's no truth to that whatsoever. Like I say, he's backtracking against Casey, but not even backtracking so much as he has against me. I'd like to say once again, thank you to all the people, and I'd also like to say to anybody that may have been disappointed that I haven't gotten rid of him all the way. Because like I said, he's dirty laundry. He cannot be cleaned up. The best next thing to do is to tear him up and throw him away.
Well, right now,
he is forever.
He is really laying some good ones in there on Scott Casey. Puts him into the corner, stays on top of him. Casey punches him back. Casey with a legal forearm.
Good forearm.
Another forearm.
Come on, Scott.
Scott grabs him by the arm. Whips him. Oh, he got him that time. Good shoulder in there.
Good shot on the shoulder.
There's Blanchard backing off, trying to get a breather. He doesn't want Casey to come after him, but Casey stays on top of him. Your feelings right now?
My feelings right now, I just wish I was the one laying the blows on his shoulder and his arm.
Casey grabs that left arm, puts a twist in it. There's a kick. Blanchard's holding onto the rope. Casey trying to get him to break that hold on the rope. Get him out of there. He'd like to get him out in the center of the ring.
I would say it's typical of Tully Blanchard to backtrack and run.
Casey, that was to the eye. Casey holding that left eye.
Somewhat there.
Blanchard staying on top of him now. Lays him on the rope. Fist to the midsection. Oh, he pops him on the bridge of the nose 2 times. Blanchard keeps him on the rope, grabs him by the arm. There's a reversal. Oh! Did they go? No. That's not a disqualification. No, they went over the top rope. They went onto the apron first. That is not a disqualification. Blanchard, no, wait, what do you say? Wait a minute, what are you taking your jacket off for? Hey, Gino Hernandez. Gino Hernandez is taking the jacket off. He is going down towards the ring. Blanchard is reaching out now. High in the air, he has Casey. Drops him down. Blanchard is standing down at ringside. There's Hernandez at ringside. Blanchard with an arm drop there. And Hernandez is coming to the ring, and Tully Blanchard is bailed out. Tully Blanchard is bailed out of the ring. He's coming up there now. Steve Beck, what are you doing? And all of a sudden he's in the ring. That's baloney. He has no business down there. I tried to keep him up there, but you probably sent him out there. I didn't send him out there. The man can't fight me head on, face to face. All he wants to do is sneak up behind and interfere in my matches. I'm going to tell you and everybody else, if he doesn't stay away from ringside in my matches, I'm leaving the ring immediately if I even see him down there. All right, Tully Blanchard really mad. Let's go back to the ring now. Scott Casey is there. Gino Hernandez is still in the ring. Well, this match is not over. Oh, Blanchard is in. He hits Hernandez. He kicks Hernandez. Elbow to the top of the head of Gino Hernandez. Tully Blanchard mad at Gino Hernandez. They're really laying him in there. Chuck Casey is outside the ring. Oh, Tully Blanchard punishing Gino Hernandez as he caught him off guard. Gino didn't say he come, but Gino Hernandez with an elbow down. Hernandez has the shoe off. Blanchard bails out of the ring. Tully Blanchard bails out of the ring. Tully Blanchard is bailed out of the ring. Referee Jack Howe raises a hand to Scott Casey. Scott Casey's going to be the winner, but Gino Hernandez is in the center of the ring. He wants Tully Blanchard. Blanchard is already going back to the dressing room, and I just don't believe that Tully Blanchard's going to come out. I may be wrong. The crowd is going wild, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more right after this. The Hangman, Bobby Jaggers. His opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, Armando Guerrero. Guerrero, one fall, 10 minutes. Well, Armando Guerrero, who we talked to earlier on Southwest Championship Wrestling today, has made his way into the ring. He's going up against the big hangman from Kansas, Bobby Jaggers. Oh, look at Guerrero move. Jaggers taking Guerrero, whips him across the ring. He ducked underneath. Drop kick. Still over that somersault and then the drop kick. Armando Guerrero moves quickly in the ring. Next week here on Southwest Championship Wrestling, the Goodnight Irene Man, Adrian Adonis, will be back. Also, you'll see a newcomer to Southwest Championship Wrestling, Al Perez. Coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling next week, plus more. And don't forget, send in those votes for the most popular wrestler. Bob Sweetjan has taken the lead, holding on to it, but piling up the votes quickly. Gorgeous Gino Hernandez has moved into third place. Oh, look at Guerrero move. He comes up standing. Cross body block. Oh. Jaggers can't believe it. Armando Guerrero flying around that ring. They lock up in the referee's position. Jaggers comes out with an elbow to the top of the head. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Southwest Championship Wrestling is taped every Monday night at 8:30 at the Junction, located at 1704 Blanco Road in the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas. If you're in San Antonio, come on by. We'd be glad to see you. Guerrero holding on to the head of the hangman, Bobby Jaggers. Oh, Jaggers got him up, drops him back, and the hangman tries to turn things around. Jaggers with a backbreaker on Guerrero. Guerrero gets rid of him. You may notice all the photographers around the ring here at Southwest Championship Wrestling tonight, going nationwide. The all Japanese pro wrestling magazines are here. Also, George Napolitano from New York, who is the publisher and the editor of Main Event magazine, is here with his crew, plus local newspapers. We have got the coverage going around the world for Southwest Championship Wrestling. And a little later on in this program, we'll be announcing the date and the place for the World Championship Finals. So don't go away. Jaggers putting Guerrero down, has got him covered up. Guerrero has a leg over the bottom rope, only a 2 count.
Referee just saw that leg over that bottom rope as he started to slap that mat for that 3 count. Jaggers has him high in the air again. Look at Guerrero. Dropped it. Oh, what moves from Armando Guerrero on the hangman, Bobby Jaggers. Guerrero knocking Jaggers off. Laying one on the jaw. Another one on the jaw. Guerrero with a drop kick and the hangman is down. Jaggers taking Guerrero. He throws him out of the ring. Armando Guerrero thrown out of the ring by Bobby Jaggers, but Guerrero comes in with a shoulder, knocks Jaggers back. Guerrero over the top, dives at Jaggers, got him, 2, 3, did he get it? Did he get it? No, I don't know, he didn't, I thought he got him, but he didn't. Jaggers just barely got up. Down. That move. The referee, Jack Howe, watches this thing over the top rope. Over the top rope. Jaggers grabbing the hair. Throw him over the top rope. And Armando Guerrero is the winner. Jaggers throwing Guerrero over the top rope. Let's see. Bobby Jaggers is bad.
Hey, Jack, I want to tell you something right now. This is the kind of justice here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. 2 times, twice, that man come off the top rope and make contact with me. That's a disqualification. I want to tell you something, Guerrero. Before you come hunting Big Bear, Daddy, you better learn the rules. I'm going to go to loose ends, Daddy, and I'll get a rule book sent to Armando and Howe.
Well, Bobby Jaggers is mad about that one. Guerrero did come off over that top rope one time, and Jaggers pulled him over the other time. I don't know what happened, but anyway, Armando Guerrero is the winner. Bobby Jaggers disqualified for throwing him over the top. Coco Samoa from the island of Samoa at 235 pounds, taking on Chief Wahoo McDaniel from Midland, Texas at 265 pounds. The Chief in excellent physical condition. Probably looks like best he's looked in his wrestling career. He's been really getting after it. Has thrown his name into that hat for the World Championship Finals at the Summit in Houston, Texas. Daniels in the corner. Coco Samoa back out there. Referee Jeff Howe steps in between. Don't forget, Al Perez and Adrian Adonis next week here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Shoulder tackle. Over the top goes Wahoo. Over the top goes Coco. Over the top goes Coco. Coco thinks he's smart, and he gets chopped down. Slam from Wahoo McDaniel. Arm drag. McDaniel rakes that boot across the head of Coco Samoa. Holds on to that left arm. Wahoo McDaniel. Chief Wahoo McDaniel, Midland, Texas. Stomps that leg across the nose of Coco Samoa. And Coco uses that knee to kick the Chief off. Oh, what a big chop. Samoa comes up with one. There's a big tomahawk chop to the head of Coco Samoa. Down he goes. Oh, another one to the side of the head. Coco Samoa is down. Wahoo grabs him by the hair. Races in, picks him up, slams him down. Elbow to the head. Covered up. 2 count.
1 count. Leg over the bottom rope. Kick from Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Punch close to the heart. Another one by Coco Samoa. His return to Southwest Championship Wrestling has been going for a little while. Oh, the Chief was in there, hit his shoulder in that turnbuckle. Coco Samoa got out of the way just in time. Samoa going up on the middle rope. Going up on the top rope. He is on the top rope. No contact. No contact. No disqualification. Big jump. Elbow. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over. Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Birders. The Sheepherders. Their opponents first from Guadalajara, Mexico at 225 pounds, El Santo Negro. His partner from Charlotte, North Carolina at 228 pounds, Rick Quick Draw McGraw. 1 fall TV time remaining. Well, the bell sounds as it rings here at ringside as we get ready for this one. You get a look at the Sheepherders. Well-known tag team combination. Oh, they're from New Zealand. And Rick McGraw just knocked one of them down. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, the date has been set. May the 21st, 1983. Southwest Championship Wrestling, Houston, Texas, for the World Championship Finals in the beautiful Summit in Houston, Texas. About to lose my voice, you'll have to bear with me just a moment. McGraw whipping the Sheepherder, and now he has him up. Throws him down on the mat. McGraw on top of the Sheepherder. The other Sheepherder comes in, pushes him off. Yeah, these Sheepherders, we heard a lot about them. McGraw goes to the arm. Sheepherder trying to back up to let his partner in, but McGraw pulls him away. Tags out, and in comes the masked man from Guadalajara, Mexico, El Santo Negro. Ladies and gentlemen, as we check the time, 1 minute. 1 minute remains here in Southwest Championship Wrestling. We hope you enjoyed all the action. And, of course, next week we'll be telling you more about that World Championship Tournament, which will be held in Houston, Texas. The Sheepherders with a fist to the midsection of El Santo Negro. Time is about to expire. We hope you enjoyed the 1 hour of excitement of America's #1 wrestling program, Southwest Championship Wrestling, coming to you from the Junction in San Antonio, and that wraps it up for today. Till next week, Steve Sack saying so long for Southwest Championship Wrestling. Big date in Houston, Texas, for the summit on May the 21st, when you throw your name in the hat for the World Undisputed Championship.
Well, you're right. I'm looking forward to the big tournament in Houston, Texas. but you're wrong about me throwing my name in the hat.
Your name is not in the hat?
No, you see, it's simple logic. What I do is I sit back and I wait until somebody wins the tournament. Then I don't have to go through all the trials and tribulations, all that hard work going through all those people, run right after another. I don't have to do that. I'll just wait till there's a winner, then I'll beat him.
In other words, you hope that as soon as that championship is declared, you're the first man to get the shot in it.
I'm glad you said that because I figure the first man to get a shot will be the Southwest heavyweight champion. So I'm going to center my interest on beating Bob Sweetan to the Southwest heavyweight championship. You know, Sweetan, the people call you the people's champion, the Southwest heavyweight champion. Well, let me tell you something, and I know from bitter experience. When you're on top of the world, when everything is the greatest, when you're the best, number one at your chosen profession, it's lonely at the top, Eddie. But just think how lonely you're going to be after I beat you. And all those people who called you the people's champion turn their backs and walk away.
Thank you very much.
As you know, the day of the tournament to determine the undisputed world heavyweight champion is drawing near. This is an update of where we stand. The response to the screening committee and myself has been overwhelming as far as the entries are concerned. Right now, I am en route to Japan to observe the top contenders from that country. To ensure one undisputed world heavyweight champion for you wrestling fans, here are the three invitations which I personally sent to the three title claimants: Nick Bockwinkel, Bob Backlund, and Ric Flair. The other invitations will be finalized when I return from Japan. As I promised you, here is the 75-year-old heirloom belt which my sons and I prize and cherish, which we feel should be in the possession of the undisputed champion. Here is the diamond-studded championship belt, which will actually be worn by the undisputed champion of the world. And thank you very much for your time.
From Kansas at 240 pounds, the Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. And his opponent making his first appearance of Southwest Championship Wrestling comes from Mexico City at 218 pounds, Arias Romero. Referee Jack Howe. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. There's the bell. That's my first look at Romero. Takedown by Bob Orton, Cowboy from Kansas. Hammerlock. Orton applying it to Romero. Romero rolling, comes out of it, but Orton reaches down and grabs that arm again. Romero reaches up, grabs the head of Cowboy Bob Orton. But Orton holds onto the hammerlock, and Romero has gone underneath that bottom rope, gets himself a break. Nice takedown by Cowboy Bob Orton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget there are only 2 more weeks left in the most popular wrestler contest. You can still vote for your favorite wrestler. Send us a card or a letter and tell us who your favorite wrestler is to 1704 Blanco Road, San Antonio, Texas. Zip code is 78212. And vote for your favorite wrestler. 2 more weeks to go. And as of today, gorgeous Gino Hernandez is closing in on our leader, Bob Sweetan. It's real close. Romero having a hard time finding anything to do to Orton as Orton punishes that left arm. Orton with knees into the shoulder. Orton holding on to that arm. Orton with the arm bar. Romero on the rope. Orton backs out of there as the referee Jack Howe steps in between. Side headlock by Arias Romero. Orton comes up, twist out of it. Orton with a knee in the midsection. Orton with a kick, and down goes Romero. Orton reaches down, grabs Romero, flips him across the ring. Drop kick. Oh, the big cans can get up in the air that time. Orton with an elbow to the top of the head as he knocks Arias Romero down. Orton grabs the leg. Orton going on the middle rope. Here he comes off. Oh, right across the head of Arias Romero. Oh, Orton refused to pin him. Orton refused to pin him. What's he going to do with him now? Has him high in the air. Sets him on the top turnbuckle. Throws that big forearm in there. Orton going up on the middle rope. Has hold of Romero. Here comes what looks like a suplex off that rope. Does it? What a tremendous move. Orton has him coming up this time, and he's going to take the 3 count. A suplex as Orton went up on that middle rope. Had Romero setting up on the top rope. He suplexed him, and it was 1, 2, 3, and we'll be back. The 4th Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this. Viewers of Southwest Championship Wrestling, there's a lot of things going on in Southwest Championship Wrestling, and this man is part of it. The Good Night Irene man from New York, Adrian Adonis.
Recently I just traded in my brand new flying saucer for some dippity-doo. They like to brush the back, keep the hair kind of moist and healthy. You know how thick it is, not thin like some people. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something right now. Things are hotter than a firecracker. There's a lot of talent in this country, and there's a lot of talent right here. If you don't believe me, just ask me. But there's a lot of good talent, and there's a lot of bad talent because I make them bad. When I get in the ring, I am a sophisticated wrestler. I do know a wrist lock from a padlock. I do know my business. People say I'm underhanded. I sold candy from a laughing baby. So what? Ladies, especially the ladies, look at this Greco-Roman face, man. You ever seen anything like it? Very good. It all has to do with it. It's all rolled into one. It's Adrian Adonis from New York City. Any place else, you're camping out. Now, I'm talking about a firecracker. I just lit the fuse. The world title. The world title. Right? Right?
Yeah, that title wins.
Work. Can you imagine? World champion? Well, it's not imagination. It's not a dream anymore. It's happening right now with me because I am in shape and I am ready. And I am ready to do battle right now with Scott Casey.
Thank you very much, Adrian Adonis.
The pleasure was all mine.
Adrian Adonis now makes his way to the ring where the Cowboy Scott Casey will be his opponent. So let's go there now for the introduction. Well, Scott Casey is already in the ring, the Cowboy from Amarillo. And there's Adrian Adonis, 255 pounds from New York City, New York, against Scott Casey from Amarillo at 236 pounds. Referee once again, Jack Al. One fall, scheduled with a 10-minute time limit. The referee trying to get Adonis to get his jacket off. There's the bell. Adonis takes that collar that he wears around his neck. Has all those steel studs in him. Now he comes off with a leather jacket. And we're ready to go. Adrian Adonis speaking a big world heavyweight championship title as he and Scott Casey make a lot of switches. And it's Adonis coming up with the leg of Scott Casey. For all you fans wanting tickets or ticket information, you can call the Summit Ticket Office in Houston, Texas. That area code is 713-627-9470. Or you can purchase your tickets in the state of Texas at all Ticketron and Ticketmaster locations. If you want to write to Summit, that address is 10 Greenway Plaza, Houston, Texas. Zip code is 77046. They'll be glad to give you all the information and send those tickets to you for Saturday night, May the 21st, at the Summit, Houston, Texas, where we'll crown an undisputed world heavyweight champion. Casey holding on to Adrian Adonis. Casey holding on tight. Adonis trying to glove. He comes up and grabs the hair of Scott Casey. Referee says break it. Adonis puts him in the corner and then he throws him out of there. Adonis goes after him, goes high in the air on a flying hip scissors. Casey kicked out. Locks the fingers on one hand, locks them on the other hand, and going for the leverage. It is Adrian Adonis coming out with it. Casey trying to power his way back, steps over one, twists the other one, comes up with a top wrist lock. Adonis scissors the leg and takes Casey down. You're watching exciting Southwest Championship Wrestling from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas. Steve Stack here at ringside. Casey trying to get out of that scissors been applied on that left leg by Adrian Adonis. Up comes the shoulder of Casey after one count, another one count. Casey reversed it. He's got it reversed, and now it's Adonis who's going to have to try to figure a way out. He grabs one leg of Casey's, pushes it off. Now he turns things back around his way. Shoulders of Casey down for a one count. Casey keeps those shoulders up, gets the boot right up on the face of Adrian Adonis and kicks him off. Oh, that made Adonis mad. Casey taking that cowboy boot, sticking it right up in his face and just driving the big man from New York back. Casey trying to shake that leg out. See him limping. Adrian Adonis drops down, goes after the leg again. This time Casey grabs the head, but Adonis goes to the leg and holds on. Casey grabs the head, tries to pull Adonis around. Casey's shoulders down for a count of one. Another one count. Another one count. Casey has the shoulders down this time for two. Now he reaches up and grabs the chin of Adrian Adonis, trying to pull Adonis off of him, but he can't do it. As Adonis works on that left leg. Pressure being applied to the knee. You can hear the fans in the background yelling for Scott Casey. One of the most favorite wrestlers anywhere in the world. Up comes the shoulder. Adonis. Oh, he dropped that 255 pounds across that left knee of Scott Casey. Holding onto that leg. Referee Jack Howe gets a 2 count on Casey that time. Another tremendous crowd on hand here at the Junction tonight. Casey does a bridge there. Adonis holds on. Adonis comes up, steps inside, locks the leg, trying to turn Casey over. He's got him turned over. Casey trying to roll back underneath. Let's see if he can do it. He's trying to go in between the legs and get Adonis off balance. He did that, but Adonis still holding the one leg. In the center of the ring. Casey trying to figure some way to get rid of this big man from New York. The man with the sleeper hold that he calls the Goodnight Irene. Adonis has been applying all the pressure he can to that left leg of Scott Casey. Referee Jack Howe asked Casey would he like to concede to fall and the match, and of course he shook his head no. Casey trying to kick him off. He got rid of him for a moment. Let's see if he can get rid of him. Up here's Adonis right back, grabbing the hair. Lays a big blow in there. Casey comes back with one of his own. There's one to the side of the jaw. They exchange blows. Casey trying to pay back Adrian Adonis for some of the suffering he took while Adonis punishing that leg. Casey with a good kick to the midsection. Grabs Adonis, puts him in the side headlock. They lay on the rope. As Casey being whipped off. Shoulder tackle, down goes Adonis. Casey going for a slam. He got him up. Oh, and Adonis got out from underneath Scott Casey. That left knee of Scott Casey is taking a lot of punishment. He's having a hard time moving around. Into the referee. Casey whipped into the referee, Jack Howe. Jack Howe's down. Adonis was going out on the apron. Adonis comes back into the ring. Big shot. Down goes Scott Casey. Adrian Adonis going back out on the apron again. He's up on the first rope. He's up on the top rope. He dives with an elbow. The referee, Jack Howe, looking that way. Adonis coming off the top rope. That's going to be a disqualification. The Cowboy, Scott Casey, who is down and just about out cold, will have his hand raised in victory as Adrian Adonis disqualified for coming off the top rope. The Cowboy, Scott Casey, wins it. And Adonis continues to punish him. And Casey rolls out on the apron. He's gone. Stay tuned, because the Southwest champion, Bob Sweetan, will be up next here on Southwest Championship Wrestling.
It's the second greatest night. It has to be the second greatest night in all my life. Because just 15 minutes ago, I said all along, Tully Blanchard, you can only run so long. The greatest night of my life has just been signed by putting my signature on paper. You know, they say going back home can never be the same. And I've been gone from Houston, Texas for a long time. And I've done a lot of wrong things to these people, to people everywhere. But they gave me a second chance. And as fate as it be, May 21st, I'm coming home. I'm coming home to the Houston Summit. The Summit in my home, Houston, Texas. And I've got you, Tully Blanchard, May 21st in my home. The Summit, you, Tully Blanchard, no more running. It's all been said and done. And like I said before, I've done a lot of wrong things, Tully. But if I tried for the rest of my life, there's no way I could be as dirty as you. And I'll say one other thing. In life, you got to give back what's been given to you. Well, all these great people are giving me a second chance. So in the Summit, May 21st, you know, I sidestepped going in for the world title tournament, which I figure as my time comes, I'll get a chance of that. But I owe something to myself, and I owe something to my family, and I owe most importantly to the people. So let me say this, Tully Blanchard, May 21st, the Summit, everybody's giving me a second chance. So I'm giving them something. On the 21st, I'm winning this match, not only for me, but for my people. Houston, the Summit.
We're looking at the hangman from Kansas, 265 pounds, Bobby Jaggers. And his opponent, the Southwest heavyweight champion from Round Rock, Texas, Bob Sweetan. Well, and up here with me is Cowboy Bob Orton, and you are pointing your finger at Sweetan.
Well, I'm sure I'd like to say this first of all. I'm sure that you're very happy to have me here to lend my expertise commentary to this match. The Southwest heavyweight champion, Bob Sweetan. Yes, I'm pointing at him because I want what he's got. The belt, as far as I'm concerned, I'm the uncrowned Southwest heavyweight champion. But Sweetan still wears the belt. He needs to get an extension for it, though. But then on second thought, forget the extension, because before too long, it'll be around my waist.
Well, there's a man that's very confident in himself, and with some of those moves,
he made in the ring earlier on Southwest Championship Wrestling, where he took on Arias Romero. So you have to wonder the power of this big Kansan. There's another big Kansan in the ring right now, the Hangman Bobby Jaggers. He grabs Sweetan. Sweetan blocks it, and Jaggers is the one that has his head thrown in that turnbuckle.
That's exactly right. Sweetan's got the headlock. Let me tell you something. Bobby Jaggers is a good, tough man, and I think he might have the opportunity to beat Sweetan. You know, it hadn't been that long ago that I left the Sweetan a bloody, battered mess in the middle of this ring, and that's why I can stand there and claim the Southwest title for myself. Well, let's not sell the Kansas short. He's going to come out right here. Watch it. I'll bet he does something. All right. Elbow. See that, baby? Always thinking. Always thinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the voice of Cowboy Bob Orton, who is out here keeping an eye on Bob Sweetan, as Sweetan really poured it on Jaggers there for a minute.
He's got that Kansas Jayhawker brain, been all the way to Oz. Oh, yes. But he's got himself caught back in that headlock. Sweetan, I can't take nothing away from the man. He's good. Just not in a class with him.
Jaggers down. There's a fist, it looks like, right to the jaw.
Illegal fist, I might add.
In behind with a face lock. I don't guess you ever throw an illegal fist.
I never do anything illegal. I always stick right by the rules. I just do things so vicious and so hard. Nobody can understand how I can be so great without breaking rules. I don't need to stoop that low.
Sweetan holding on to that head of Bobby Jaggers. The referee, Jack Howe, one of the finest referees in the country, right there in the center of the ring. Make sure that's up off the stroke so it's not a chokehold. Sweetan holds on tight.
Yeah, Sweetan's got Jaggers in trouble now, but I still got to feel the Kansan's going to come out of this.
Sounds like maybe the Kansan's sticking together.
Well, let's just say that I respect Bobby Jaggers. He's a talented athlete.
Well, of course, I know you don't have any use for Bob Sweetan right now from everything you've said about it, but you have to respect Bob Sweetan for being a great champion.
Let me ask you something. Right now, is Bob Sweetan's title on the line? No, it's not. And let me ask you something else. When I wrestled him last week, was his title on the line? No, it wasn't. So what I got to say is Bob Sweetan, as far as I'm concerned, is a closet champion. As soon as he breaks that belt out of the closet or takes it out from behind his wife's miniskirt, somebody's going to win it. Well, it's going to be me.
Well, you're pretty confident of that. Sweetan with a side headlock and a hip toss, and Jaggers is down for a count again. Just barely picked up that shoulder.
Well, Sweetan's got him stuck in that headlock. You know, confidence. A lot of people think I'm an egomaniac. They think that because I'm so good, I shouldn't come out here and talk about it. Well, I've always been a firm believer in one thing. If you've got it, flaunt it.
Okay, it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job of that as Sweetan holds on to the head of the Hangman Bobby Jaggers. On the ropes. Jaggers in front. Let's see if he breaks. Oh, and Sweetan blocked it. Jaggers was going to throw a punch on the break. Here's Sweetan with a slam on the Kansas Cowboy. Here comes the count. Jaggers has the leg over the bottom rope.
I'll tell you what, I think Jaggers was going to throw an elbow, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Sweetan blocked it, and then come right out and nailed Jaggers. Good move on Sweetan's part, a good body slam. Like I say, the man is good. The man is good. As a matter of fact, I'm watching him right now just to pick up on anything. Right there, he made a mistake. He made a bad mistake. See, I learned some things. You got to live, and you got to watch, and you got to learn.
Well, Jaggers laying Sweetan on the rope. Now he grabs him by the arm. Oh, he got that elbow up there.
Good on him, Jaggers.
Big kick. Down goes the Southwest champion, Bob Sweetan. Jaggers dives in there. Jaggers comes back, dives in there with that elbow again.
Good elbow. He should go for the pin. There he goes. There he goes. Try to beat the man. When you get him on his back, try to beat him.
Well, he only got a one count as the champion kicked out. Breaks those fingers around the area of the eye. Sweetan is laying in the corner. Jaggers grabs him by the hair, slams his head into the turnbuckle.
Yeah, Jaggers is looking good, but Sweetan's firing back.
Sweetan trying to get out of that corner. Jaggers continues to lay him in there. And those are big ones from the Hangman Bobby Jaggers.
He's rocked Sweetan good now. Things are looking good for Bobby Jaggers, and not too good for the Southwest heavyweight champion.
Elbow by the Hangman Bobby Jaggers. Oh, there's a fist right to the jaw. There's Sweetan.
Sweetan's starting to come back. I'm going to tell you something. I'm getting tired of watching this now. I've learned what I want to learn. I'm leaving.
Well, Bob Orton decides to leave now. He said he had seen enough. With his kick. Orton walking down towards the ring. Wait a minute, Orton is going up to the ring. Orton is going up to the ring, and he says something to Sweetchat. Jaggers moves in. Oh! Jaggers moves in to hold Sweetchat so Orton could hit him. Sweetchat ducked out of the way, and Sweetchat rode in behind, snapped Jaggers. It was 1, 2, 3, and Bob Sweetchat turns the table on the two Kansas, and Bob Sweetchat wins it here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Team action here on Southwest Championship Wrestling as you look at the Southwest Tag Team Champions at 490 pounds at the combined weight, the Grapplers, managed by Don Carson. Their opponents, Rick Quickdraw McGraw from Charlotte, North Carolina, and Armando Guerrero from Mexico, now making his home in Los Angeles. So tag team action here at its best as you get the Southwest Tag Team Champions. Referee Jack House has one man from each team. Let's see who's going to start. It is going to be, well, they haven't made up their mind yet. Give us time to tell you. Don't forget, 2 more weeks in the most popular wrestler contest. Send us your vote, 1704 Blanco Road, San Antonio, Texas, 78212, and vote for your favorite wrestler. 2 more weeks to go. It's Armando Guerrero against Grappler number 1. Take him off the rope. The Grapplers of Don Carson. Very skilled. They work excellent as a tag combination. Up comes Grappler number 1. He grabs Guerrero, whips him across the ring, and an elbow knocks Armando Guerrero down, and Grappler number 2 is tagged in. Snap there, Grappler number 2, an elbow, and Guerrero wasn't there. Tag across the other way now as Quickdraw McGraw has made his way to the ring, and he drop kicks Grappler number 2. Hits off a 1 count on Grappler number 2 as McGraw holds on to the head of Grappler number 2. Once again, I'd like to tell you fans, for ticket information at the Summit in Houston, Texas, for that big World Championship Finals, plus Tully Blanchard against Gino Hernandez. Call the Summit Tickets Office in Houston, Texas. That number is area code 713-627-9470, or you can get your tickets at all Ticketron and Ticketmaster locations in the state of Texas. Grappler number 1 back in the ring. Grabs the leg of Quickdraw McGraw. Sweeps the other leg out from underneath him. Dives into the knee with an elbow. There's a tag. Number 2 grappler is back in now. Don Carson outside the ring, telling his grapplers what to do. He cheers them on a little bit. Quickdraw McGraw holding on to the head of the grappler as the grappler holds on to the left leg of McGraw. You're watching Southwest Championship Wrestling from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas, where it's Fiesta Week in San Antonio. There's a kick by Grappler number 1 to that knee of McGraw. Well, Guerrero comes over to half out, and across the way, Grappler number 2 helps out on McGraw. There's a tag. Grappler number 2 is tagged into the ring. Grappler number 1 keeps McGraw from going over to tag out to Guerrero. Southwest Championship Wrestling is taped at the Junction in San Antonio, Texas on Monday night. We start at 8:30. If you're in the city, we'd like to see you. The Junction locates the corner of Blanco and Fulton Road
Monday night. Slight admission charge, but you'll enjoy the excitement. McGraw really taking it from the grappler. Here comes Guerrero in to help out. Referee steps in and tells Guerrero to get back out of the ring. Guerrero trying to pull McGraw over where he can make a tag, but didn't quite get him far enough. There's a tag on the other side of the ring now. And it's grappler number 2 in. They are punishing the left leg of Rick Quick Draw McGraw. McGraw kicked him off. Can he get over and tag out to Guerrero? Here he comes. He made it. Guerrero over the top rope after grappler number 2. Forearms across the chest. Whipped him across the ring. Somersault, and then comes diving up into it. Dives up into number 1, who come in to help out. Drop kick on number 2. Number 1 decides to get out of there. Did they make the tag? No, they missed it. Into Rick McGraw. Went grappler number 2. Uppercut forearm. Here comes number 1 back in. Guerrero was ready for him. He yelled something to McGraw. As all 4 men get into the action now. McGraw has number 2. Guerrero has number 1. Looked like they're going to try to whip across the ring, but didn't get it done. Carson is outside with grappler number 1. And Guerrero backdrop. Grappler number 2. Armando Guerrero and grappler number 2. It's Guerrero has the grappler up on his shoulders with an airplane spin. Around he goes. He throws him down. He's got him covered up. There's the count. It's only 2. There's a tag now. Grappler number 1 back into the ring. Guerrero going for the leg. Grappler number 2 trying to stay away. Number 1 trying to stay away from him. But it's Guerrero coming up with a hammerlock. Tag. In comes Rick. Quick draw McGraw. Over the top he goes, and Guerrero dives right into that left arm that Guerrero was holding. Quick tag now. Guerrero's going over, coming in behind, and he dives on that arm. That's trying to break that left arm of the grappler. Down goes grappler number 1. This time he catches Guerrero. Power slam. Elbow. Grabbed him by the hair. Didn't even try to pin him. Throws him into the knee of grappler number 2, who had it in between the ropes. There was a tag across the way, so it is grappler number 2, the legal man in the ring. Rick McGraw has hold of grappler number 1. There's a backbreaker by grappler number 2 on Armando Guerrero. The referee is tied up. Guerrero has enough time to kick out. Looks like Guerrero may have been pinned that time, but the referee was tied up trying to get 1 and McGraw separated. In the meantime, Guerrero kicked out. Guerrero and Rick McGraw going after the mat of grappler number 2, and in comes number 1 with a knee to the back of Armando Guerrero. McGraw is tagged in. McGraw grabs the grappler, whips him into the rope, drop kick, knocks him down. Tag, in comes grappler number 1. McGraw scissors the leg, down goes the grappler. McGraw holding on to the legs of the grappler. Grappler kicking McGraw at the top of the head. Now here he comes. Head slammed into the turnbuckle. 2 minutes remain here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Excuse me, 2 minutes remain in this match. It's scheduled for 1:10. Grappler number 2 from outside the ring grabs Rick Quick Draw McGraw. Number 1 is the legal grappler in the ring, and now he goes back after McGraw. Grappler grappler number 1, holding on that leg of Rick. Quick draw of McGraw. Dives a knee into the knee of McGraw. Got him up. Oh, Thomas drops that knee, and here comes Armando Guerrero made the tag. Armando Guerrero trying to take care of 2 grapplers. McGraw's back up. He's with number 1. Armando Guerrero's with number 2. 1 minute to go in this match. McGraw with the abdominal stretch on grappler number 1. Guerrero's going outside. He was going after Carson, but he comes back into the ring. Armando Guerrero battling it out with grappler number 1. Grappler number 2 is having it out with Rick Quick Draw McGraw's time is about to expire in this match. The referee asked for the bell. The referee asked for the bell. There was only 20 seconds remaining in the match, and it would have probably ended up a draw, but let's see. The referee asking for the bell, and I'll have to wait for the decision. He's just going to throw it out, so we don't have a decision. No decision. All 4 men battling out in the ring. They refuse to get out of the ring, so there's no decision. They do because... 45-pound cowboy Bob Orton from Kansas City, Kansas, against El Santo Negro from Guadalajara, Mexico. Referee Jack Howe steps in between the 2 contestants. There's an arm drag by the big cowboy, 6'3", 245 pounds, as El Santo Negro is now up. Orton holding on to his arm. Orton in behind. El Santo Negro trying to figure a way out. Orton gets him down. Santo Negro twists and turns. He comes out of there. Side headlock. Look at him move. The big man in behind with a camera up. Now it is El Santo Negro grabbing that leg, putting Bob Orton Jr. down. Negro holding onto that leg. Orton on top. Negro kicked out. This is a leg by Cowboy Bob Orton. The leg scissor got El Santo Negro down. This Orton holding on that arm. I'd like to tell you, fans, that the biggest 4 days in professional wrestling from Southwest Championship Wrestling is called Spring Fever. It comes to the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio on May the 19th. Moves to the Rio Grande Valley on May the 20th. Goes to the Summit in Houston, Texas on May the 21st and wraps up in Fort Worth on May the 22nd. Spring Fever, Southwest Championship Wrestling coming your way. Matt Orton with a move there. Boy, this guy is tough. Orton has Negro in the corner. Whips him into that turnbuckle. Orton going in after him. Negro gets out of the way and the shoulder of Orton flies into that steel post. Negro grabs him. Lays the haymaker to the side of the head. Another one. Forearm to the back. Has him up. Oh, Negro has him up and slams him down. Negro with a cross-body lock. The Cowboy's down. He may be out. One. Oh, and it's a 2 count, and Orton kicks out. Negro coming after him again. Dives, and Orton steps aside and knocks him down with a big swing of those arms. Snapmare by Cowboy Bob Orton. Now he's punching. Orton laying some big ones in there from behind. The referee, Jack Al, tells him to break. Another snapmare. Orton going back into the corner. Big boot right to the head of El Santo Negro. Orton taking Negro, has him in the corner. What's he going to do with him? Picks him up. Uh-oh, he's setting him on that top rope. Orton has him on the top rope. Orton hits him with a forearm. Orton going up on the middle rope. Orton is going for a suplex. He's on the middle rope. Negro's on the top rope. There it is. He should be out right here. Orton has him down. Negro. Orton refusing to pick. Oh, Orton yelling at me, says, tell Bob Sweetdown it's for him. I can't believe Orton refusing to pin Negro. What's he going to do with him? He got him off the ropes with that big suplex. He yelled to me, tell Sweetdown this is for him. He's going for a power driver. A power driver. Orton has him up. Orton holds him. Orton drives. Oh. He drove him into that mat. Here's the count. It's 1, 2, 3. And the Cowboy, Bob Orton, refusing to pin Negro. After he brought him off that rope with a suplex, then he says, Sweetdown, this is for you. He power drives him, and the referee, Jack Howell, is down there. Well, Negro was kind of Bob Sweetdown, the Southwest Championship Wrestling, Southwest Heavyweight Champion here with him. Bob, I don't believe you saw what happened, but the Cowboy, Bob Orton, in this battle with El Santo Negro, had him up on that metal rope. Orton went up and got that suplex to come off. Should have pinned him. He refused to pin him. He looked at me and he said, you tell Sweetdown this is for him. And he power drive the man. Looked like he might have even snapped the vertebrae in the neck. I can't believe he did.
You know something? This is getting to the point of being ridiculous. Orton is trying everything he possibly can to antagonize me, to get me hot under the collar, to make me put this title up on the line. Last week you saw what he did. He come running down into my match trying to accomplish something. Well, it didn't work, Orton, last week. You couldn't get the job done. That's right. I got Jagger's shoulders pinned, and you didn't get nothing accomplished. And you think if you keep on going and hurting people and pointing your finger at me, that's going to make me put the title on the line and give you a shot. Well, Orton, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. You're going to have to prove to me and to the people of Texas that you're a worthy challenger. The reason I got this belt is because of my own ability, and all the people of Texas and Southwest Championship Wrestling were behind me and they supported me. And Orton, it was a long, hard road to get this title. I fought a lot of people to get the Tully Blanchard, to get this title from him. And if you think that you can antagonize me, get me hot under the collar, and make me make a move that I don't want to make, you're sadly mistaken. Because this belt is in my possession now, and as far as I'm concerned, it's going to stay there for a very, very long time, Orton.
Thank you very much, Southwest Heavyweight Champion. I'd like the fans again at home take a look. These are the 3 telegrams that were sent to the 3 title claimants. I'm speaking of Ric Flair, Bob Backlund, and, of course, Nick Bockwinkel. We're waiting for their answer. And I also know that you have received one of these telegrams inviting you to the big World Championship tournament in Houston.
I'll tell you what, Steve, I was truly honored when I got the telegram inviting me to the tournament, and I'm more than happy to accept. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring, and I'm going to go out there. And it doesn't make any difference to me who I'm going to face in that ring. I'm going to go out there and do everything I possibly can to become the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Now, I want to thank all the people that watched this television program, especially the people of Texas. They were behind me 110%, and I think it made it possible for me to become the Southwest heavyweight champion. And I feel that if all the people all across the United States and all the people that are going to be at the summit on the 21st, if they give me the support the way the people of Texas have in the past, I feel very confident I'm going to become the next undisputed world heavyweight champion.
Well, you've been a great Southwest heavyweight champion, Bob, and I know that's the reason with all your big victories you were invited to this tournament along with these other titles claimants, and I feel like you may win it all.
I feel confident, Steve. I really feel confident because this is the biggest thing in my life as far as professional wrestling goes, and it makes a person feel good to be in the company of all those great champions.
Thank you very much, Bob, and thanks for all the extra time here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. And I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there at home that saw that opening match. I don't agree with what you did to El Santo Negro. I thought you should have pinned him after that suplex off the rope rather than hollering at Bob Sweetan and coming up with that pile driver.
First of all, let me say this, Beanstack. What you think is fine. That's your opinion. I happen to think a different way. What I do is I get people's attention. Bob Sweetan, after I left him a bloody mess in the ring, refuses to give me a title shot. I want a title shot. Bob Sweetan comes out here and says, I'm not going to intimidate him. I'm not going to force him into making a mistake. Oh, Sweetan, I'm patient. I'm persistent. And I'll tell you something else, boy. When I do finally get you in the ring, which is what I want, which is why I pile drive that man, just to show the people of Southwest Championship Wrestling just exactly what a beautiful maneuver it is. I do it best. Sweetan, you're second fiddle there. Sweetan is so interested in the world tournament. He's sort of putting me on the shelf. Well, let me tell you something, Sweetan. You say the biggest thing in your life is that world tournament. The biggest thing in your life, baby, is your fear of me. Because you know deep down inside that I'm your master, Daddy. You understand that? I'm the boss. And when the Southwest Heavyweight Championship belt is on the line, I think I'll prove that to just about everybody.
No, you would like to meet Bob Sweetan. It makes no difference to you where it is.
No difference on this one. An open challenge right now. I don't care if it's here on TV. I don't care where it is. Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, San Antonio. I don't care if it's on the moon, Sweetan. Your rear end belongs to me.
Thank you very much, the Cowboy Bob.
Número 1, la cabeza de la pareja contra McGraw. Mallas negras. El nombre de grappler por los lados blancos. Máscara plateada con vivos negros. Para toma de referee. Va el trabajo de grappler contestándole McGraw. Así como estaba acostado, llegó a cortita. Bien, pidió rápidamente relevo. Viene su compañero, su hermano, el número 2. Aquí no se hay un momento de reposo, solamente cuando hay comerciales y cuando termina una caída. Son luchas con tiempo límite de 10 minutos o una caída, lo que sea primero. ¡Cuidado! Marcha atrás. Como que detuvo a tiempo el ritmo del avancer de Grappler 2. Vuelve a pasar relevo, ahora entra el número 1. Va buscando la mejor colocación de ese martillo. Va a la esquina blanca, pasa a la mano derecha su compañero Eric Embry. Este la va emprendiendo, después de entrar va con Candaro. Quiere también darle el abrazo del oso de Grappler 1. Por lo pronto lo lleva llevando las cuerdas, pasadita para caer. 2, rápido el movimiento. Allá estaba interviniendo el número 2. ¿Acaso también Dan Carson? Tú afuera. Tú afuera. Vuelven a emprender no la huida, sino la lucha dentro de 12 cuerdas. Va a castigar McGraw a de Grappler número 1. Una. Y Ari Hope. Él sabe bien que cualquier parpadeo puede costar victoria o derrota. Tacleada fuerte, luego rodillazo, pero también queda dolorido de ese golpe de Grappler. número 1 contra McGraw. Aunque no entienden mucho el español de Grapplers 1 y 2, ellos también ven este canal. Este día están también observando ellos esta lucha ya en repetición. Va castigando el 2 a Rick McGraw. Va a relevo. Entra el 1. De allá en la altura castigando McGraw. A The Grappler número 1. Lo intercepta con tremenda patada. Este público que en ocasiones hace en línea increíblemente desde las 3 de la tarde para entrar a las 8:30 en este local. Se ha de imaginar cuán larga es la espera de 5 horas y media. 4 o 5 fanáticos aquí amanecen para estar desde un principio y que no les cuenten porque ellos quieren estar mejor presentes y gozar en vivo el show dantesco de Southwest Championship Wrestling. Oigan los caldeados ánimos de los fanáticos reunidos en la calle Junction, allá Blanco Fulton. Rodillazo tremendo que deja la marca en la frente de McGraw. De Grappler 1, pasa relevo. Aprobación del referee. Lo detiene para que sea castigado por el 2. Se para con yegua cortita. Luego ese tremendo derechazo. Si fuera beisbolista lo hubiera sacado por el jardín izquierdo. Todavía dando golpes de ahogado. Quería entregar la derecha en la barba de Dan Carson McGraw. Así con todo y que está golpeado. Vuelve a intervenir el número 1. Se lleva un par de ganchitos cortos cuando quería llegar a la esquina blanca McGraw. Lo detiene en el camino. Ahí una pasadita del tercero. Cómo no recordar que nos llegó correspondencia de Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, de la familia de don Luis Mariano Zapata. Daremos también crédito propio a la empresa que representa don Joe Blanchard. Amigos de San Marcos, Loete de bandera. Aquí la lucha continúa. Va a la derecha, luego el corazo, vuelve a pasar la mano derecha entre su compañero y recibiendo más castigo Rick McGraw. Intercepta con la izquierda el derechazo de Grappler 1 y ahora sí va a relevo. Entra Eric Henry. ¡Vámonos! Entra el 2. Entró caliente Eric Henry. Lo detiene yendo a altura a golpear con la otra pierna a The Grappler 1. Pero se durmió en un segundo para que fuera castigado por el número 1. Preparación para que caiga desde la cuerda superior el 2. Está contando segunda plana la tercera. Eric Henry, que va a ser toro. La victoria queda enmarcada para los de Grapplers. Allá trata de intervenir Rick McGraw, pero queda el referee decretando.
Southwest Championship Wrestling. I'm Steve Saxon. It's my pleasure to be here with you for the most exciting hour in professional wrestling anywhere in the world. And speaking of the world, right here in front of me is the belt that will be claimed by the undisputed world heavyweight champion who wins the finals in the tournament in Houston, Texas at the Summit on Saturday night, May the 21st. What a beautiful belt it is, and a champion I know will be proud to put it around his
The lover is back. Eddie Mansfield, who terrorized Southwest Championship Wrestling the last time he was here. One of the greatest box office draws in professional wrestling today. And Eddie Mansfield, I remember when you were here the last time, you had a feud going with a cowboy, Scott Casey.
You know something I said at home? I said all around the road. I said to myself, how in the world can I just humiliate once again that bogus nanny goat riding Scott Casey? He looks like the south end of a northbound news. And I want to tell the people of America, 28,000, 28 million, 30 million. Scott Casey, you're going to feel the wrath of the continental lover, a rich woman's lover, and a poor girl's dream. I'm the one and the only. And like you buy your referee, you can't buy him no more, son. The hair's all back, Scott Casey. And now, you've been in a little groove. You hadn't been wrestling the top caliber like you should have been. And now, I'm ready. And you're going to feel the wrath. You better kiss your young'uns, and you better kiss your wife. Because I come down here to hurt you, boy. I didn't come to San Antonio and the Southwest area to win friends and influence people. I came for one reason only. You nanny goat riders, is to humiliate you and your family like they never have been before. You got a lot of tough guys around here, like Terry Funk, former world heavyweight champion. And if you want some, you did some too. But Scott Casey, it doesn't matter where. Wherever we're on tour, it doesn't matter. Wherever, Scott Casey, you better be watching. They can call me the All-American backstopper if they want. That's fine with me. But I'm going to hurt you, son, like you've never been hurt before.
Thank you very much. Back in progress is the Southwest Tag Team Championship match featuring the champions of Don Carson, the Grapplers, against the New Zealand Sheepherders. So let's pick up the action.
Here we are in the studio of the Southwest Championship Wrestling, watching this videotape replay of the action from the Hemisphere Arena. The Sheepherders are here with me.
But this is not only going to be the proof that we're the greatest team in the bloody world. Everybody knows that champions in 37 different countries. But here we have a situation. It was very hard to get a title match as quickly as we got it because nobody knew us. They said, who are you? I said, stick us in with your champions, you'll find out. John Carson said no, because he knew if the New Zealand Sheepherders ever got in the ring with these two Mexican masked wrestlers, and I'm sure they must be Mexicans.
Now, you don't know that they're...
Oh, look, they don't talk, they look like Mexicans, they're built like Mexicans. Now, let's face it, they're probably bloody Mexicans. Anyway, they're Yanks. Yanks to us are bloody nothing. It's the softest race in the world. Every little thing I've been in the 37 different countries, written on every wall is Go Home Yank. So we thought we'd come over here to see what Go Home Yank means, and all it bloody means is nothing. You Yanks are not tough, we're tough. You are not men as far as we're concerned. You're just bloody Southern boys, good old Southern boys. Down under. Right, now here's this card. He wouldn't give us the match. We found this little card laying on the floor of the dressing room. And as it said on the card, it says, John Carson, the world's greatest manager, had his telephone number, had his address, didn't have anything else to do with him other than that. So we thought we'd give him a little call, and we told him, he said, look, how would you like to manage the greatest team in the world? And that's what we're setting out to do. We don't care about world champions. We are world champions. Nobody can ever boast or look in the record books and see our record, 37 different countries being champions. So we call this man up. We offer him $5,000 to double-cross his own team. And, hey, he knew we were the better team, and he ran at it.
So we can watch it right here now. You just been kicked outside the ring. Carson is well, he doesn't know what's going on. Here comes a double slam. Here comes Carson around. Let's watch what happens right here.
Watch the people who watch it. I'm just talking. I mean, they're not blind. They can see what's happening. The black glove, right. We found out that Carson's man had a loaded boot. We found out that Carson had a loaded glove. All we did was use Carson to win the belt. That's all we did. Right. We used our bloody brains. All they're trying to do is use their brawn, and they don't have too much of that. We're the toughest bloody team. We just beat them for the title. Now, we did it the American way. We're sportsmen where we come from, but the American way is to cheat. And we're not only going to cheat, we're going to hurt everybody we get in that stinking ring. And now that those belts are on us, they'll never come off us. Because we have all 37 different titles in our bedroom.
I want you to explain this to me. Steve Herter, Luke Williams there is going to be passing something out of Carson.
He's only getting Carson's attention. This is a well-planned maneuver here. Carson has to know that we would not have an American manager. Could you imagine us having an American manager?
And you from behind.
And me from behind. Right. We're playing Carson at his own game. We are working with Carson the same way all the Americans work. We are teaching him a bloody lesson. He's not getting the $4,900 owing to him. He'll never be the manager of the greatest team in the world. He will be the manager of misfits like those two bloody Mexicans leaving the ring. He'll be managing Yanks, but he'll never manage the New Zealand Sheepherders because that's one thing we don't need. We like to hurt people. We like to punish people. We're using his club to hurt him. We're not actually doing it ourselves. We're using his title. Now, there is the greatest flag in the world, and it's going to be raining over every wrestling arena in the world, and that's a guarantee from the New Zealand Sheepherders.
And that was at the Hemisphere Arena, and here they are. The new Southwest Tag Team Champions, the Sheepherders.
You know what's so bloody funny to us? We come over here knowing that we can beat your bloody Yankee wrestlers. We made no bones about it. We told you, stupid bloody Yanks, we could beat you. But sometimes it takes a while to get these because you just can't walk in and take them because the greatest team at that time was holding them. The greatest team. Now, we were in a bloody dressing room, and we found a little card on the floor, and it had the world's greatest manager, Don Carson, and it also had his phone number, his address, and everything, so you know what we did. We called Don Carson up, and we said, you are managing a team of losers. He said, my team's the champions. I said, when they get in that ring with us, they won't be the bloody champions. So I said to that stupid bloody idiot Don Carson, I said, why don't you come and manage us? We'll give you $5,000 to come and manage us to get rid of those losers. So we give him a deposit of $100. $100. Don Carson, thank you very much. You just made a shortcut for this, and you just proved how dumb you stinking Yanks are. See, we're not only tougher than you stinking Yanks, we are brainier. We've got it up here. That is New Zealand muscle. And let me tell you, Carson, we used your glove, and we put some hurt on you that you're never going to take off. Your face is going to look like this if you ever showed in an arena, and we don't owe you $4,900 because if you want it, you can come and get it in blood, get it in pain, any way you want. We're the champions, and we got rid of the others.
The new Southwest Tag Team Champion from New Zealand, the Sheepherders. We'll be back with more of exciting Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this. All 10-minute time at first from the Isle of Samoa, weighing 230 pounds, Coco Samoa. His partner from Tampa, Florida, 240 pounds, the Continental Lover, Eddie Mansfield. Their opponent first, from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 230 pounds, Cowboy Scott Casey. From Dallas, Texas, 240 pounds, Sweet Brown Sugar. Okay, Terry, here's a tag team match. It's got to be one of the greatest combinations anywhere in the world today.
Sure it does right there. You're looking at Scott Casey and Sweet Brown Sugar. And I'll tell you something, this is the finest black athlete in the world today. He's got springs in his legs. And, you know, I've seen every great wrestler in the world wrestle. And I'll go ahead and whenever I come out of the dressing room and watch somebody, you know they got to be good. There you see a headlock by Coco Samoa. Shoots him off. Whoa! Just cleared him. Cleared him again. Caught him with a scoop slam. Slammed him right there. Caught him with another arm drag. Back up to his feet. And another arm drag. And he caught this guy with a hip lock. Whoa!
Terry,
He jumped right out of the ring, both of them.
he had enough.
I told you he was exciting, didn't I?
Well, the Continental Lover had enough. He got out of there to hurry.
I'm anxious to see Continental Lover face Scott Casey in this match. You know, like I said earlier, Sweet Brown Sugar is on the road to the gold, Steve.
Yeah, he sure is. Sweet Brown Sugar.
You know, he's one of the top contenders in the country, and you know what he did? He had the guts to enter that tournament in Houston, and it takes guts because you're putting it all on the line. If you don't go ahead, and if you don't win that championship, well, you're going to lose a lot of status, and he's got that status on the line.
He sure does.
He's facing Fast Eddie right now. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'll tell you what, Mansfield is no slouch, though, is he?
No, he isn't. You know, I didn't realize how bad the people hate Eddie Mansfield.
There you see him with a headlock cranking down on Continental Lover. There you see a double headlock and over. I told you. There you see Mansfield getting out of Casey's way. You know, he's thinking about that Scott Casey. He didn't want anything about him. But Fast
He
Eddie...
didn't worry about Sweet Brown Sugar.
Fast Eddie has established a great record in professional wrestling. Came all the way down from the north to be here for that Houston tournament.
Yes, he did. Sweet Brown Sugar holding on to the Continental Lover, Eddie Mansfield. Off the road. Oh, he ducked under the...
Ducked it again, ducked it twice. Wow! Oh, there was that drop kicked in. He was about 7 feet right in the air. He's got one of the highest vertical jumps I've ever seen. I still want to see Scott Casey in there, though.
I do, too, against Eddie Mansfield. But I like the way this Sweet Brown Sugar works.
Oh, I do, too. Here comes Scott right now. Coco Samoa is another tough competitor and an athlete. He's a seasoned professional. Scott Casey has a headlock on him. He shoots him off. Both men are crisscrossing. Scott drops down. There you saw a front flip. Scott catches him with a hip lock, picks him up, scoop slams him. Catches him for a second, scoop slam. That's 2 scoop slams right there, and he's asking for Fast Eddie, and he's coming in the ring, Steve.
Oh, look out now. Here we go. The Continental Lover against the Cowboy. You know, I believe the last time these two guys met, it was somewhere in Texas, and the head of Eddie Mansfield was shaved when he lost the match.
That's right, so you can see how long he's been gone, and he's after Scott again. I'll tell you what, you don't forget something like that.
Well, Casey, tell him about the hair. He motions the hair, see?
He's letting him know about it. Both men are faced off right now. The crowd's going wild here. The crowd's going wild, and there's a packed house here at the
Junction.
At that junction right here in San Antonio, Texas. You people in New York, we're happy to have you along with us and see wrestling like this, and it's going to be wrestling fever for a long time to come.
Oh, and Casey gets his head slammed into the knee of Coco Samoa.
There's a fist right there. They shoot him off. Getting ready for a double chop right there. Speaking of chops, Wahoo McDaniel's going to be in that road to the goal, too, isn't he?
Yeah, he sure is. The Big Chief will be there.
It's a karate blow right there. I don't know if Jack Howell should have got on to him about that, the referee.
2-on-1 at this point. Here goes Mansfield.
Mansfield's coming over to the second rope. He knows it's an automatic disqualification if you go up the top. Drives Casey down to the mat. Picks him up for a slam. No, he turns it into a backbreaker. This might be it, Steve. 2.
Just a 2 count.
People are giving him a chance right now.
Well, Eddie Mansfield in behind that face lock on Scott Casey. There's a tag out. Coco Samoa's coming back in.
I could feel that floor vibrating with the people wanting Casey to get up and get after Mansfield. Casey's back down. Coco Samoa picked him back up. That's a... Whoops. Casey blocked it. Nice block by Scott Casey. Suplex back.
Well, Scott Casey got Coco Samoa up, dropped him back. Slams ahead of Scott Casey now into the mat. That's Coco Samoa doing the slamming. Coco grabs him by the hair. Here comes the super. Well, he warned him about that blow that time. Oh, wow. Look at him go.
Whoa. Beautiful drop kick. Picking him back up. That was a legal move. Oh, he comes right back. Here comes Fast Eddie into the ring.
I don't know what.
Illegal move right there.
That did.
The Continental Lover's very happy with himself right now. They drive him back in that corner.
Coco Samoa coming in. Oh, it's 2-on-1 in that corner.
They got him doubled up right now.
Finally, the Continental Lover gets out of there. Full Nelson being applied on Sweet Brown Sugar by Coco Samoa. Now he comes off of it with a snap mare. Dives in there.
Drops right in there. Again, I wonder if that is a legal blow or not. It looks like he drove both hands, karate style, down into the neck.
Very close to being illegal blow. Backing into the corner. Eddie Mansfield now in the ring.
Snap mirror. Picked him up. Reverse face lock on him. Got him down on the mat. That looks like it might possibly be a choke. I'm sure that the referee would be on it if it was, though.
Now look, he's got it up on that chin pretty high, so. Sweet Brown Sugar down. Scott Casey trying to yell in a little encouragement.
Sugar's down. He better fight his way up. That looks like pretty close to a sleeper hold right there. Drives the knees right into the chest and throat area. If it would have been in the throat area, that would have been illegal. It looks like he missed it by a bit.
There's a tag. Coco Samoa coming back in. Sweet Brown Sugar would like to get over probably and tag out to Casey. He's taking a lot of punishment.
Like this.
There it is.
Scott's coming on. Look at Scott. Scott's had enough of this. Whoa!
Well, Scott Casey went over and greeted Mansfield a little bit.
With the karate right there. Another legal chop. Come on, Scott. Come on. Come on, fight him, Scott.
Well, Casey unable to get out of that corner.
One up in that corner. It makes me want to jump in there. There's a beautiful move by Scott.
Body slam by Coco Samoa on Sweet Brown Sugar.
There's a second slam right there.
Bouncing off the rope. Ducked underneath.
There's a nice drop kick. He's in for the count.
Oh, here we go. All four men into the action. Coco Samoa.
Reverse right in the turnbuckle right there. One more drop kick by Sweet Brown Sugar. Hey, look at Casey and him. Now look at that. There's a flying body splash right off the top rope. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Sweet Brown Sugar.
And look at Casey. Look at Casey. He's on top of Fast Eddie Mansfield. Somebody's going to have to pull those boys apart. They're like a couple of dogs over there.
They sure are. The referee can't get them apart. Casey going after the hair. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more excitement here on Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this. Blanchard from Charlotte, 228 pounds, Rick Quickdraw McGraw. Rick Quickdraw McGraw against Tully Blanchard, Terry.
You talk about an action-packed match. We're going to have one right here, you know, and I know that Tully Blanchard has got a feud going with Gino Hernandez, of all things. Nice sit-out, another nice sit-out, third sit-out. Blanchard found his face against the rope, one arm drag. Blanchard's back up to his feet and out of the way.
Yeah, he gets out there in a hurry. You know what happened last week on Southwest Championship Wrestling. It got to the point where Tully Blanchard couldn't handle Rick McGraw, so he just flipped him over the rope, got himself disqualified, left.
And left.
Now, you know he's going to leave.
And left.
You might figure that, right?
Yeah, I figured that right away. And left. That's what Tully Blanchard had probably... Ooh. Driving knee right there. Head to the back, elbow to the back of the neck. Arm with the... Reverses it. Drives his shoulder into the turnbuckle. Another arm drag. He's trying to grab a hold of that arm. Blanchard's trying to pull it out. He got it out. Used the eyes to get it out, too. Knee lift by Blanchard.
Terry, during that last break, had a gentleman walk up to me and said, Mr. Stack, I'd like you and Terry to know we drove over here from Phoenix, Arizona to watch tonight.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they come from all over the United States to the junction, don't they?
They sure do. Tully Blanchard, Rick McGraw.
Two more rights right there. This looks like a boxing match. Speaking of boxing matches, whoa, what a nice drop kick. We're going to have Ernie Shavers refereeing, special refereeing. You know, I love wrestling. It's my life, but I'm a boxing fan, too. You know, and Ernie Shavers, he's knocked down a lot of fellas and beat a lot of fellas.
Blanchard down for a count of two. The Shavers will be the special referee during Spring Fever.
That's right. And I'll tell you, I'd like to see Blanchard try something with him. He's probably get that big right that knocked old Holmes on the
He knocked Holmes down. He knocked Blanchard. Look at Blanchard, that kick. Elbow, Tully Blanchard.
Another elbow. Another elbow. Picks Rick McGraw up off the mat. Drives another elbow onto him. McGraw picks him up. Suplex. Whoa, turns him around.
Oh, they hit the referee. They kicked the referee when he was up in the air.
The referee right
McGraw, look at McGraw got him down. One. I think he might have could have pinned him.
He caught him with a square kick right to the jaw at that time. You see McGraw trying to bust him open. McGraw's got Blanchard going at this time.
Jack Howe still out.
For a slam. Blanchard comes behind him. Picks him up. Oh.
Drops him right over that top rope. Blanchard is going outside the ring. Chair. Oh, right into the leg. Right into the leg. Hey, this Blanchard's going crazy.
That had to tear up his knee then. I'm telling you, he hit him right in that knee right there. Picking him right back up. He's dropping in on a spinning toe. No, he's changing it to a figure four leg lock.
Figure four leg lock. Referee asking McGraw if he likes to see.
McGraw. He's asking. He's calling for the bell right there. Howe called for the bell. Blanchard won it.
Well, let's see. Blanchard refusing to break. Ringing the bell again. Now Blanchard, let's go. He's not going to give it to Blanchard. He's not giving it to him.
Blanchard. McGraw gave up. He gave up in the match. And whenever he gave up, Blanchard stayed on him. He wouldn't let go of that figure four leg lock. And Howe's a great referee. There's Sweet Brown Sugar. Oh, wow.
Sweet Brown Sugar dropper.
Sugar's up on the top rope. Wow. Right off the top rope with a drop kick. Sugar's up and dancing. Oh, kicks him with another drop kick.
Blanchard gets out of there.
Out goes Blanchard.
Oh, he got out there to hurry.
Hey, Jack Howell did a good job on that. Blanchard wasn't about to break it. Look at...
He just lost the match.
We just lost the knee, too, Steve.
I think the chair hit that knee, busted that kneecap.
I tell you, we've lost the knee right there. Rick McGraw is down, and what a fine little athlete he is, too. He's a super competitor, and he's got a big heart in that ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this. Bob Sweetender stopped by, and Bob, you've had a lot of battles lately, and they all been with that man from New York, the Goodnight Irene man, Adrian Adonis. I know you'd like to get even with him somewhere along the line.
Well, you know something, Steve? This television program being viewed all over the world. I get letters from all different parts of the country, Oklahoma, Dallas, Texas, Louisiana, all across the country. I get letters from people saying, why don't I get Adonis in the match? Why don't I get him in a title match and get the title back, put it back where it belongs? Well, it's very simple. In order to do that, I have to do one thing first, and that is, Mr. Adonis, now you listen carefully. I am going to get you in a match where disqualification is not something for you to hide behind. It's not something that you can use to save your title. And, you know, you come off the top rope, or you hit the referee, or you throw a man out of the ring over the top rope and get yourself disqualified and save your title. Well, that's not going to happen, Adonis, because I will get the match where if you get disqualified, the title will change hands. And then, Mr. Adonis, when you get back into that corner where you don't have any outs, where you don't have no escape, and there's no way that you can save yourself, that's when the title will return to me. Adonis, we've been in the ring many times. One time, you were Tully Blanchard's hired assassin. You tried to cripple me right here on television. You tried to pile drive me, put me out of sports business. You tried to get to my ear. You've tried to hurt me every way possible, Adonis, and you haven't been able to do it. Now, you're a man that says you grew up in the streets of New York, that you can fight with the best of them. Well, Adonis, that's exactly what this is. This is a fight. This is a war. And sooner or later, somewhere on the line, you're going to have to step in that ring, and I am going to get that title back. Thank you.
Good luck to you, Bob. I hope you get that kind of match.
285 pounds, Mr. Pile Driver, Bob Sweetan.
Well, there's the bell now. Bob Sweetan against Tonga John from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas, and Southwest Championship Wrestling. Steve Stack and Terry Funk here.
So you see Bob Sweetan go ahead and block one line, pick him back up and backdrop. Tonga John right there gets him with an arm drag. You see Bob Sweetan, what a great competitor and athlete he is. You know, Bob Sweetan weighs close to 300 pounds, and he's a seasoned veteran, a top contender, and he will be wrestling for the big one, won't he?
Yeah, he sure will. He'll be in the Summit in Houston, Texas on the 21st with a road to the gold end. We will be crowning a new undisputed world heavyweight champion. And I have to say this. The people that didn't enter, Terry, they're going to be sorry when it's all over with.
Well, Steve, there's a lot of regional champions throughout the country that have some commitments, but there's some that dodge the tournament, too.
That's right. And, of course, the one that comes out to winners is going to be the big man around the world in professional wrestling.
That's right, Steve.
Weekend in the corner, Tonga John staying on top of the big guy. Both of them weighing 285 pounds. I don't want to be caught in the middle of those two.
I don't either. I wouldn't like to wake up beside either one of those two either, Steve.
Tonga John, that barefoot kicking Bob Sweetan on top of the head. Tonga John reaching out. He tells the referee, watch his sight. That may have been to the throat.
It was questionable right there. I think he caught him with a fist that time, picked him up for a slam down at the whoa. I felt that ring jar that time there. You see a dive and splash right there. It covers Bob Sweetan. Sweetan comes back up to his feet. Reversal on the turnbuckle. Comes charging in. He catches him with a knee. Drives Bob Sweetan back. Tonga John's going to go for that dive. Watch Sweetan. I knew it. I could see that look in Sweetan's eyes. I knew he was playing possum, just waiting for Tonga John to jump.
Oh, he jumped. Now Tonga John with a big headache. Oh, that's headache number 500, huh?
That's what it is right there. Grabs him, whips him into the opposite rope, catches him with a forearm. You know, I saw this man wrestle Wahoo McDaniels before, and what a face-off that was. Both of them were great. There you see that pile driver. That's what he's famous for. Right there.
There's the neck being jammed right down. Here's the count. 1, 2,
3. It's all over, Steve.
Well, not too many people get up from the pile driver.
No, they don't. I'll tell you who else is that pile driver quite well is Bob Orton Jr. I'm expecting to see that in the near future, aren't you?
I sure am. Stay tuned now as we'll be back with the excitement of Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this.
The 455 pounds of Southwest Tag Team Champions, the Sheep Herders. Their opponent first. From Mexico, now making his home in Los Angeles, weighing 205 pounds, Armando Guerrero. His partner from Cloverport, Kentucky, 221 pounds, Eric Embry.
Well, I ring announcer Chris London doing a good job, and you hear the USA in the background?
I sure do, and this is New Zealand's best. They're called the Kiwis, and that's Crazy Luke right there. But don't let that craziness fool you. He's crazy like a fox. The man is a capable wrestler, too.
Crazy Luke and John Boyd.
John Boyd. Here you see this guy. He's coming on the crest. His arm looking almost low down. Luke gets arm dragged right back in.
Jerry, I'd like to tell all the fans around the United States and around the world we're planning on coming their way soon.
Whoa! You see that maneuver.
We're planning on coming to their town. Drop us a card if you'd like us to come to your town. We'll, if we do decide to come your way, well, we'll draw names from all the people that rode in from that town. We'll give away a lot of free tickets to get to see the best in Southwest Championship Wrestling. So drop us a line, 1704 Blanco Road, San Antonio, Texas, 78212.
You're seeing some tough ones right now, right here in the Kiwis. Whoa! My God, caught him right on the end of his chin, drove him almost all the way back on the top of his head.
Well, we showed him earlier where the Southwest Tag Team champions, the Sheepherders, defeated the Grapplers for that title, and they are tough.
You know, these guys are strictly offensive wrestlers. You know, they don't have any defense. They just come at you full bore, and that's what you expect. And they come at you hard and strong. If you can outlast Boyd and Graham, well, you might possibly stand a chance, but it's just that you can stand that initial barrage, and that's what they do. They're a great tag team, and they're great individual athletes, too.
There's Luke up on that second rope.
Came right up on top of him. He's coming off of this. He's coming off the second rope again. Coming off the second rope again.
Boy, he's flying through that air. Here comes Mondo Guerrero in to help him.
Mondo Guerrero, what a great athlete he is. I love to watch he and his brother both wrestle. They're great athletes. Their father was a professional wrestler and a great one, too. Their father was the lightweight champion of the world. Jory Guerrero, there you see him pushing into the rope. Oh, hung onto the top rope. Very smart move on his part. Showed him down. Nice move on Emery's part. Up, and here we're going to see young Guerrero come in the ring with a flying body tackle, and he's on top of him with left and right. He's going to climb the rope. He's on top of him right now.
Mondo Guerrero pounding the Sheepherder.
Looking into the turnbuckle come off. Sheepherder caught him with a high knee. You know, these might be the sleepers right here. They'll be what they're sleepers. They're not sleepers. They're a great tag team. How can you say they're a sleeper?
Oh, they are. Outstanding.
They're anything but a sleeper. You hear the people chanting again. They're screaming and hollering, USA. You can feel the floor rock right now.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Southwest Championship Wrestling from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas. As we check our official time, we're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, Terry.
2 minutes and 30 seconds. Tracy Luke arm with the, caught him with a flying knee right there. You know, this fella has some cat-like moves. Abdullah the Butcher has some cat-like moves, too. You know, 450 pounds. What a devastating wrestler he is, and we're going to be having a chance to see him, too.
Soon here on
Whoa,
Southwest
what a
Championship Wrestling.
beautiful maneuver that was on his part, right back through the leg. Whoa, he almost made the tag to the wrong one. 3 forward somersaults. Nice moves on Guerrero's part. But here you see Eric Emery coming after him fast. Emery's a crowd favorite here, isn't he?
He sure is. He does a good job.
Yes, he does. Shoots him off into that rope. Catches him with the forearm. Goes in for the pin. Started to pick him back up, but felt that he might have had him in enough of a shape that he might get a pin on him.
Oh, here comes the other Sheepherder in now.
Nice move on their part where he blocked the other man from coming off those ropes. 3 flying elbows. He tags his partner now.
Sheepherder holding on to Eric Embry. Going up on that middle rope. He's got him laid across his knee. Oh, right across the throat. Eric Embry's out.
He's going to be out cold from that. 2, 3.
There's the 3 count. The Sheepherder's the winner over Eric Embry and Armando Guerrero.
I'm glad that I didn't have to go up to those fellas tonight.
Well, I know it, but you know,
instructions, ladies and gentlemen, by ringing out to Chris London. The bell sounds. A Sweet Brown Sugar takes on Tonga John. Side headlock by Sweet Brown Sugar. Off the rope. Hip toss by Tonga John. Sweet Brown Sugar kicks him down, arm drag. Whoop. The action is fast in the opening seconds here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Tonga John may be complaining a little bit about some hair pulling, but I don't believe so. The referee, Jack Howard. Tonga John off the rope. Over the top goes Sweet Brown Sugar, and Tonga John almost flew out of the ring. Tonga John lost it real quick as he almost flew out of the ring on top of his head. Side headlock by Sweet Brown Sugar. Tonga John has him up, but Sweet Brown Sugar comes right down, holds on to the side headlock. Sweet Brown Sugar holding on to the head of Tonga John. Sweet Brown Sugar is one of the most exciting professional wrestlers anywhere in the world today. It's a pleasure to have him here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. Off the rope, Sweet Brown Sugar goes over the top of Tonga John. He lays down beside him to stand up. Tonga John turns around, and Sweet Brown Sugar was ready for it. So Sweet Brown Sugar holds on to the head of Tonga John. They backed into the corner. Tonga John in front. A knee. Forearm. Turns him away from the referee. I don't know what he did there. He turned him away from the referee. He turned him away from me. It may have been around the eyes. Does it again. Tonga John trying to pull him out of the corner. He does. Puts him down, drops in behind with a knee, and goes in behind with a face lock. Tonga John grabs the arm of Sweet Brown Sugar. Was going to whip him in a turnbuckle. Was reversed. Here comes Sweet Brown Sugar in the knee. Gets him in the midsection as Tonga John was ready for him that time. Tonga John going up on the middle rope. He's up on the middle rope. He's died. Oh, he got him. 300 pounds coming off that rope, and Sweet Brown Sugar kicks out of one. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. 300 pounds comes flying down on top of you, and somehow Sweet Brown Sugar get out and count of one. There's a drop kick. Oh, did he get high in the air? Oh! Sweet Brown Sugar up on that middle rope. He's flying through the air. He's got it. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Sweet Brown Sugar out there looked like he was going to be knocked out. Come up, flying off that middle rope. 1, 2, 3, and Sweet Brown Sugar wins it here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. We'll be back right after this. Let's go to the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio. Joining this match in progress, we're in the studio viewing this videotape. Adrian Adonis, the Southwest Heavyweight Champion, punishing Bob Sweetjam, the challenger, outside the ring. The championship on the line. Referee Jack Howe. Finally gets Adonis back, gets him away from Bob Sweetjam, trying to get Sweetjam a chance to get into the ring. The time this match was taped, Adrian Adonis had held the Southwest Heavyweight Championship only about 1 week. Of course, he'll do anything to keep that title. He likes to take it run around the country. He'll go back to New York and brag about it. Referee counting on Bob Sweetjam outside the ring. You can see him in the apron. Sweetjam gets a big fist in Adonis. He comes over now. Adonis is going to reach through, come on out in the apron, and take the head of Sweetjam and slam it into that steel post that supports the rope in that corner. Adonis grabbing a timekeeper's table. Well, sitting down at ringside during this match, just about have to draw combat pay the way these two guys are battling out on that end of the ring. Adonis coming over. The referee Jack Howe going to try to keep him back. Give Bob Sweetan a chance to get in the ring so this match can continue legally. Here's Sweetan trying to make his way back up on the apron. There's Adonis waiting for him. Big kick. Good night, Irene, man, Adrian Adonis. Now knee into the back, and here comes Sweetan right down there again. Adrian Adonis. Yelling something across the way to the crowd. Sweetan still unable to get back in the ring. Now he's going to try it on the other side. Here he comes up. Well, he's halfway in. Here's Adonis now grabbing him as he finally gets in the ring. Adonis picking up 285 pounds and slams him down. Oh. He's Sweetan holding his back. There's the Good Night Irene sleeper hold. Adrian Adonis trying to put Bob Sweetan out with the sleeper hold that he calls the Good Night Irene. People in the background chanting, Sweetan, Sweetan. Sweetan looks like he may be going out here. Remember, the Southwest Heavyweight Championship is on the line in this match. As Bob Sweetan and I talked earlier, Adrian Adonis figures out a way to save his title. And you'll see that coming up shortly. The thing about Adrian Adonis, he's very ring-wise. He knows what he can get by with. He's very strong. He can hand out the punishment, and he can take a lot of punishment. It always seems to me like every time he gets himself in a bind, it comes up and reaches down that bag of tricks, saves this match, and saves the title. He may lose the match on a disqualification, but of course, the title cannot change hands on a disqualification. Bob Sweetan really reaching down, trying to come up with enough to keep from going to sleep as Adrian Adonis is thrown off as Sweetan got into the ropes and knocked him down. Big fist from Adrian Adonis as Sweetan lays on the rope. Now those are some punches, folks, let me tell you. You could hear those things popping sitting at ringside. Sweetan really been knocked back in that corner. No reversal. It's Adonis flying through the rope and the shoulder into the steel post. We had joined this match in progress. They were battling it out quite a while before we picked up the action. Oh, what a haymaker that one was. Adonis trying to tell Sweetan to keep off of him, and Sweetan lays one in there, and Adonis flips through the rope, is tied up between the first and the second rope. Down he goes, and Sweetan knocks him out of there. Going for the pile driver. Sweetan trying to get the Good Night Irene man Adrian Adonis up. He couldn't do it as Adonis had enough left to flip him off. Sweetan knows he's just about got to put the pile driver. Oh, here goes Adonis outside the ring. Here he is. Here he is up on the top rope. You can see the referee who was knocked down. He saw Adonis coming off that top rope. Just barely got turned around. Jack Howe barely got turned around. Caught Adonis coming off that top rope. And that is going to be a disqualification on Adonis' part. He will lose the match, but he won't lose the title. And Bob Sweetan knows this as Adonis is thrown into that turnbuckle by Sweetan. Sweetan really hot now. He knows that though he won the match, he doesn't get the championship belt, and he is going to drop the man on his head with that pile driver. Bob Sweetan drops him on his head. He'll take the belt, but he doesn't get it. Adrian Adonis remains the Southwest Heavyweight Champion. team champions, the Sheep Herders, will be going into the ring in just a minute, but they have gracefully stopped by so that all you fans out there around the world can see
These bloody titles right here not only represent the Southwest, they represent the USA Bloody Network, and that goes all over the world. And as far as I'm concerned, they are world titles, because we have been champions in 37 different countries, and we claim the untold champions of the world in the tag division. Now, everybody's been coming up to me and saying, hey, why do you come on television and knock the Yanks? Because the Yanks need knocking. You bloody Yanks are so high and mighty, you need to be pulled down a few pegs, and we know how to do it by squashing your stinking bloody Yankee wrestlers. Hey, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're Latin from South America. It doesn't matter if they're from North America, and it does not matter if they're from Central America. If they are in America or on the Americas, you bloody Yanks. Nothing else. We have no pain in giving you pain. All your wrestlers that get in the bloody ring with us mean one thing to us. They just mean meat, because that's all they are. We go out there and we beat the living daylights out of that meat, and we squash it and we pound it, and we make better people out of you. Don't you bloody forget out there, every stinking Yank that's watching me, every stinking Yank that ever goes to an arena, the New Zealand Sheep Herders are here. We got this flag here to fly above them, and we challenge all the greatest wrestlers in the world to come and challenge us for this. Because there's no Mexican wrestlers that are going to take it. No American wrestlers think they're cowboys, or any people that are watching this can never beat the New Zealand Sheep Herders, because we are the best.
There you have the New Zealand Sheep Herders going to the ring now for their match. So let's join our ring announcer, Chris London.
Exciting tag team match in one fall. Entering the ring from New Zealand. Combined weight 455 pounds. The Southwest Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Sheep Herders. Their opponent, first, from Mexico, 220 pounds, El Santo Negro. His partner, Armando Guerrero.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Sheep Herders, what can you say about them as they get ready to go into the ring here? They have a ceremony that they perform with their flag. There it is, the salute to the flag. Now they'll roll it up and take it to ringside. They bring that flag wherever they go. And here they're going up against Armando Guerrero and El Santo Negro, two flyers. Boy, can they move. And it's my pleasure to have with me here on Southwest Championship Wrestling Day a gentleman by the name of Mike Nolte. Mike comes from Wichita Falls. Going to be the promoter of Southwest Mark Nolte, excuse me. Mark, the promoter of Southwest Championship Wrestling in Wichita Falls. Mark, it's great to have you here.
Well, thank you, Steve. I'll be honest with you, I use every excuse I can get to come to the beautiful city of San Antonio, but there's really no better reason to come out and enjoy the fine wrestling you see here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. I'm down here from Wichita Falls to sign some of these people into the arena here for the show we have coming up in June, and I'm looking to sign up these men here, the Sheep Herders, to win the Southwest Tag Team Championship.
Well, they're an exciting team. They're very devastating, and you got to watch them close because they've got some things. Look at Guerrero. Up on the rope, got the head scissors, twists around first, throws him down, and the Sheep Herder says, let me out of here. The other one comes in. He gets kicked down. The other one's outside the rope. Here's the flying head scissors, brought him back in the ring.
Yeah, you're talking about somebody you have to watch close. Armando Guerrero definitely fits in that category. Guerrero and Negro tonight have a disadvantage in the fact they have not teamed up as consistently as Boyd and Williams, the Sheep Herders, but they got the individual talent, the individual speed. If the Sheep Herders come in here and try to take them too lightly, they could be upset tonight.
Yeah, you never know when you step inside that ring. Mark, you know, when you bring Southwest Championship Wrestling to Wichita Falls, Texas, the fans there are going to see the best in professional wrestling anywhere in the world.
Oh, no doubt about it. We're negotiating with Adrian Adonis, the Southwest Heavyweight Champion, Bruiser Bob Sweetan. We're looking to bring in the new World Heavyweight Champion. We're looking to bring in Armando Guerrero. Very exciting. Sweet Brown Sugar was absolutely sensational a little bit earlier. We're going to bring in the finest wrestlers in the world. This is the first time that wrestling's been in Wichita Falls on a consistent basis. there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to give the people what they want to see, the best.
Well, there's the sheep herder back into the corner. El Santo Negro tries to get him out. The referee, Jack Howe, steps in between. There's a forearm. That's a legal blow. Arm bars. He twists that left arm. El Santo Negro flips over, gets out of it, and the sheep herder can't believe what's happening.
Well, the sheep herders are facing such an unorthodox style in Guerrero and El Santo Negro. They got so much speed. Well, here they go. They've just slowed down El Santo Negro quite a bit with a couple of chops to the throat. Look at the quick tag, Steve. Look at the way this team is really a fine precision machine. They don't miss a beat, do they?
No, they don't, and they use the rule where you have to break by the count of 5 to their advantage. When one tags in, the other one manages to hold him up to that 4 count, and just about the time the referee says 5, he gets out of the ring. Now watch him here. There's a 1 count, 2, 3, 4, and see, watch, he'll let go right there. See? He just sometimes, he looks like he may even go over that count, but these sheep herders will do anything.
Well, the sheep herders aren't counting to themselves. They're doing something more important. They're watching the referees count. And the referee, Boyd had his eyes on Jack Howe at all times, and he saw exactly where it was. Watch him here. He broke that just at the last moment. He got all he could get in on that choke before he broke the hold. Here he goes right back to it, brings him back to the corner. There's the tag. Here comes Jonathan Boyd.
Boyd holding on. Here we go again. He's up on the middle rope. Sheep herder off there right to the top of the head. And you talk about the teamwork. These two sheep herders running out of, may have snapped that neck. Wow.
Is this a message possibly to Scott Casey and Sweet Brown Sugar, who came out here earlier saying they were going to team up some?
That may be. Of course, the sheep herders, they don't like anybody. They grab the trunk. Here they are again. Always 2-on-1 for as long as they can get by with. They keep Negro in the corner. And they're trying to pull him off that rope. Now they finally got him off the rope.
Oh, what a knee by Luke Williams. What a knee. Negro doesn't know where he is right now. He's so groggy, he went to the wrong corner to make a tag, and that's what they've done so well this whole match, is keep him in the wrong corner. They've got the cats to double team him. Now, Guerrero just made a mistake there. He's deferred to the referee's attention, which allowed Boyd and Williams to get a little bit more double teaming there.
Right. If Guerrero would have been in this corner, he may have been able to get the tag. Negro trying to come back, but there comes the tag from the sheep herders.
But it's real easy for us to be armchair quarterbacks. It's a lot harder for Armando Guerrero to be watching his partner take the beating that El Santo Negro is and think clearly.
Here comes Negro. Cross body block. Does he get it? Nope. The sheep herder holds on to the leg of Negro, and he can't reach Guerrero.
He's trying, though. That's the thing about Negro and Guerrero, why they're so dangerous. They've got such speed and such quick moves. They can make one move like that and turn this whole match around.
Here's that double team him again. Little choke-off. See, they distract the referee.
Well, the referee's in an enviable position in any sport, particularly professional wrestling. You can only call what you can see. Right there, they had El Santo Negro being choked on the offside of the referee. Now here they come in, and all of a sudden the choke is dropped as soon as they see Hal turn his back.
Negro with a drop kick. Down goes Luke Williams, the sheep herder, and he rakes the fingers across that mass right around the area of the eye. Now he does it right down the small of the back.
El Santo Negro's taking a beating, but you have to give the man credit. I think a lot of wrestlers would have called it quits about 3 minutes ago. He's in there. He's hanging tough. The sheep herders are well in control right now, but I don't think this match is over.
Now here comes Guerrero in. Guerrero trying to even things up. It's all 4 men in the ring. Negro would like to get over and make a tag out, but if he got there this time, Guerrero wouldn't be in it. All 4 men in the ring. Negro has Boyd. Guerrero has Luke Williams. Grab him by the arm. Whip him into the center of the ring and they get out.
That's what I was talking about. They turned this match around. It's a lot different story when it's a 2-on-2 situation rather than a 2-on-1 situation, isn't it, Steve?
It makes a lot of difference. Gonna try it again. Here they come.
They need to be careful here. The sheep herders are experienced.
There it was. Throwing him off, and now they are going after Armando Guerrero. They grab him, and they're throwing him through the ropes, out onto the concrete floor. They're going after the legal man in the ring.
Comes in the rope.
There's that battering ram. Use that head as a battering ram. Down he goes. Negro really getting a punishment now. Here's the tag.
Snap there by Boyd. Here comes Williams. Watch this move. Fireman's pickup. Knee drop, and then just drops Williams on top of it. Here comes the count.
1, 2, 3, and the
Sheepherders win one. Mark, thanks for coming by. We look forward to seeing you in Wichita Falls.
Hey, Steve, I want to invite you and everybody from the San Antonio area and the Dallas-Fort Worth area to make those Wichita Falls cards. We're going to have the best wrestlers there, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Thank you very much, Mark and Oldies, Wichita Falls. We'll be back with another exciting match right after this.
This isn't no cow pies. This isn't no horse pies. This is genuine Texas pig pies, ladies and gentlemen. And I got news for you. There's an old boy that come here and couldn't do it himself. He's talking about taking Scott Casey and rubbing his face in a little bit of what he lives in. Well, I got news for you, Scott Casey. Right here it is, Daddy. There's people offering $500 to take Casey down and rub his face in this. You know that? $500, Steve Dash. Come here. Don't walk away from me.
Too much for me.
Well, I want to tell you something, you know. I don't have to do it for the $500. I don't have to do it for nothing. So I'll tell you something right now.
Where you going, Jagger? Where you going?
I want to tell you something. You know, Eddie Mansfield's offering $500 to anybody that can rub this goofball's face in this. Well, I got news for you, Casey. I don't care about Mansfield. I don't care about $500 because, Daddy, I can't stand your guts. To me, you stink. You make the word cowboy stink.
Wait a minute, just a minute, Jagger. I don't care whether you like me or not. As for the $500 you doing this, I don't think there's any way in the world you're going to be able to do something like this because you're not a man for it. I don't think you can do it. I just don't believe.
Where's Mansfield? Let me tell you something. I don't care about Mansfield, boy. I'm a cowboy. Let's fight right now. Come on. Let's fight, Casey. Come on. You're supposed to be a cowboy fight.
There's a time and a place, Steve, for everything. And our time and the place, if you're a professional athlete, then get in the ring with me. You don't have to do it up here on stage. If you're a pro athlete, get in that ring and show what you're made of. Don't humiliate yourself up here on this stage.
Let me tell you something, Scott Casey. This goes to you personally, Daddy. You're a stinking coward. Yellow lowlife. You're the worst thing in the world to a cowboy. You got no guts.
Watch it. What? Hey, Jagger. What's the matter with you, Jagger? Oh, my. If the bucket fits, where? Oh, Jagger. Oh, I can't believe what's up. Jagger. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it is, but it sure stinks, and it's all over up here. Let's go to the ring for our next match from our ring announcer, Chris London. We'll keep up on this. And ladies, Jagger's after Casey with a K. Bobby Jagger's had left. Come out here, and he's going after Scott Casey with a K. Referee Jack Howe, of course, asking for the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Jaggers has a chain out here, and he is beating Scott Casey with all the Welsh Coco Samoas, keeping the other wrestlers from coming into the ring. Jaggers is beating Casey with a chain. Here comes Eric Embry. He gets knocked down. Jaggers still going after Casey with a ring. Jaggers cannot believe what happened to him, and now Casey's getting the worst end of the deal. Referee Jack House pushed out of the way. Oh, is he getting whipped? Here comes Sweet Brown Sugar. Oh, there goes Coco Samoa. There's a drop hit. There goes Jaggers. Oh, Jaggers bails out. Jaggers bails out. Well, I can't believe Bobby Jaggers, who's so brave a moment ago, saw Sweet Brown Sugar come in there, and he bailed out, but Casey is hurt as he really got a beating with that chain. Well, the excitement will continue here on Southwest Championship Wrestling right after this.
35 pounds, Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard, his opponent from Cloverport, Kentucky. 225 pounds, sensational rising match star Eric Embry. Eric Embry.
Tully Blanchard against Eric Embry. Well, if you fans are every week viewers of Southwest Championship Wrestling, you remember what happened to Eric Embry one time. He battled Tully Blanchard here on Southwest Championship Wrestling.
Embry has been working out every day in the gym with Bob Sweetan, and Eric Embry is going to show us today, we hope, how much he's improved. And Tully Blanchard's finding it out. I thought Tully Blanchard thought he might come out here and have an easy battle. Coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling very soon, Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody coming to Southwest Championship Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, if you'd like to have an autograph of your favorite wrestler, I know all you fans out there where we don't come with the live matches like to have one. If you'll send us $1 just to cover the postage and the handling, we'll get your favorite wrestler's autograph for you on official Southwest Championship Wrestling paper. Send it to you. All you got to do is write to us at 831 Fulton Street. That's 831 Fulton Street, San Antonio, Texas. Zip code 78212. Blanchard with the leg scissor to Eric Embry. Embry trying to get out of there. Blanchard holds on to that leg. Blanchard holding on as Embry tries to turn. Oh, and the referee makes him break. He was holding it tight. Away from me, the referee shot it. Tully Blanchard was holding the tight. The referee, Jack Howell, made him break the hold. Blanchard goes for the leg. Ooh, puts a fist in it as he had that leg over that middle rope, and then he come up punching it down. Blanchard pulls him out to the center of the ring, has him up and slams him down. Blanchard going back to the leg, dives into that knee of that left leg of Eric Embry. Embry reaches up, grabs the hair of the referee, Jack Howell, makes him let go. Once again, I want to remind you, fans, that Southwest Championship Wrestling will be going to Atlanta, Georgia, and to the state of Ohio very soon. Forearms by Embry. Trying to knock Blanchard off that leg. Blanchard right back to it. Eric Embry, who has really learned a lot since the beating he took from Tully Blanchard here a few months ago in Southwest Championship Wrestling, trying to get it in the groove now as Blanchard punishing that leg. Blanchard diving into that knee again. Embry up. Can he stand up? Barely. He's got to hold on to that rope. Lock up in that referee's position. Oh, and Embry kicks him down. You can hear it pop up here. Blanchard backing away. He bails out of the ring now. Tully Blanchard is bailed out of the ring, trying to get it back together. As Eric Embry has him shaking his head. Blanchard back up on the apron, back into the ring. Embry is mad. Blanchard kicks him. Arm to the back of the neck, and down goes Eric Embry. Elbow to the back of the head. Blanchard grabs the leg, tries to get Embry down. Now he gets him down. Back to the leg he goes.
headlock. Oh, the shoulders of Tully Blanchard were down that time. Down to 2 before he got the leverage going back his way. Gembry showing a lot of pain on his face as Blanchard really punished the leg. Don't ever underestimate Tully Blanchard. He's about as tough as a competitor that ever put the tights on and stepped into the ring. Look at him. Has the legs just set up there slapping at the head of Eric Gembry. He yelled something to Gembry. I couldn't pick it up. Ooh, he dove into that knee. Gembry holding on to the rope, staying in the corner. Gembry having a hard time walking. Both legs have been punished by Tully Blanchard. Gembry. Tully Blanchard going in between the ropes, trying to get the referee jack out. He gives him a break. As Gembry is on top of him, finally comes out of there. Reversal, Gembry into the turnbuckle. He gets out of the way and Blanchard flies in, hits the shoulder into the ring post. Oh, the fans love it. Gembry goes over after Blanchard. Throws a fist. Almost knocks Blanchard out onto the apron. Blanchard is laying on the rope. Gembry grabs him by the hair, pulls him in, has him up for a slay out. Kick from Gembry. Blanchard with the snake, takes him down and he drives in there with that elbow. Another elbow from Tully Blanchard. Blanchard going back around. See what he's going to do. Here he comes off the rope. Right to the air, the elbow, and Eric Gembry wasn't there. Gembry, side headlock. Blanchard picks him up, drops him back, has the shoulder of Eric Gembry down. 1, 2, 3. He got it. He got it. Eric Gembry has his shoulders pinned down for the count of 3. And Tully Blanchard wins it here on Southwest Championship Wrestling. He's making his way out of the ring and making his way up here to the stand. Let's see if Tully Blanchard, who's just defeated Eric Gembry, here he is right now. And I had to say, Eric Gembry looked a lot better to me than the last time he was in the ring, but still somehow you reach down a little deeper and you come up with another victory.
Steve Stack, class is class. Ability is ability. The man keeps wanting to try himself. Keeps wanting to get in the ring against Tully Blanchard. That's fine. They can all just keep coming because no matter how deep TV has to go, TCB always just prevails, taking care of business. TCB, all the people in the sound of my voice, remember that. When Tully Blanchard's around, TCB prevails. I don't care if I'm in Denver. I don't care if I'm in Atlanta. I don't care where I'm going. And there's a lot of people, well, that mail's coming in. They want TB. But I tell you what, just an example, you never know when I'm going to get you. I might get you with the big suplex. Or I might get you when you think you got the advantage on me. Boom, out of the blue, 1, 2, 3. You're on the back of your head. Steve Stack kind of smells up here. Do you use your deodorant today?
Well, I'll tell you what, that was one of your friends, Bobby Jagger.
You don't have friends in professional wrestling because you never know when you're going to be in that squared circle. There's some people that I'm friends with. One of them might be the world champion.
Well, we're going to introduce the world champion next week.
That's great. But I tell you what, that ring right there tells it all.
People want to call me poor rich kid. That's fine. But my ability speaks for itself right there.
Thank you very much. Tully Blanchard, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for Southwest Championship Wrestling Show. Next week, Steve Sachs saying so long from the Junction in San Antonio, Texas. Commissioner Lou Sales and myself viewing this tape from the summit in Houston, Texas. This is the final match in the World Undisputed Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Both men in the ring for their third time. It is Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. and Adrian Adonis. And Lou, this is quite a fight. The match has already been in progress 7 or 8 minutes, and these two have really been battling it out.
Well, yes, it's advertised as wrestling, but sometimes it does get into a fight. However, both of these people have a really fantastic wrestling background. Orton has a hereditary thing with him. His father was a wrestler. The other gentleman, Adrian Adonis, actually was a New York street fighter, but later had some very, very good coaching. People that really had wrestling expertise, people that I knew, and I was really pleased when I heard that he had coaching of that caliber. So that's where it is. It ended up with the wrestlers in the ring, and that figures, of course.
One thing we want to bring out here as we watch this match is in an earlier match, Adrian Adonis partially separated his shoulder. So he is really going at it a little handicapped here.
Well, we've all been down that road, and when it occurred, I saw it, and I figured, well, that would be the end of the ball game for him. But he sweated it, and I don't know what he did. I guess he iced it in the dressing room, whatever he did, but he came out there and still cut it, so that speaks a lot for his intestinal fortitude, and that's what it takes, of course.
What a collision there as Orton knocked Adrian Adonis down over the top of Orton. Adonis was ready for the step through. Orton down with the referee Jack Howe there checking on Orton.
You know, sometimes, Steve, wrestling is a wonderful sport, but the move that Adonis just executed gets back to the street fighter thing. And it's like, to give you an analogy, I wrestled Greco-Roman when I started, and later a freestyle wrestler, and it's a combination of things. But he's pulled something out of his hat now. He's using his, whatever he did in street fighting, he couples that with his wrestling, and apparently it's working.
It works for him. Win any way you can is what Adrian Adonis is thinking right here. Here he comes off the rope. Ooh, and Orton got the knees up right into the midsection of Adrian Adonis as he flew through the air.
You know, a lot of people have figured that wrestlers maybe are these, those, them fellas, you know, and maybe they didn't even have a mother, you know. But I spoke with Adrian Adonis maybe several months ago, the first time I really met him, and I was really pleased to see that he had some mental agility, and the fellow can really think on his feet, and that's what it is. Sometimes fellas will go ahead and they're good wrestlers, but they get in there, and when the heat gets on, and during the excitement, they forget what they've learned. Apparently, he doesn't do that. He remembers.
Bringing Orton off the rope, heading down, just a 1 count, and you saw Orton had a lot of power still left as he kicked Adrian Adonis off. And to be the undisputed world heavyweight champion, you've got to be tough.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You're so right. But, you know, I'm watching this fellow, and his physical structure, his skeletal structure is very much like the great Ed Strangler, the man was my coach and mentor. And some of their moves are even identical. They have a lot of power, of course, and they develop a different style because of that.
Well, I know you held the title 6 different occasions, held it for a total of 18 years. And, you've got the experience, so you know what's going on, and you know what has to go through the mind of
somebody that is going to eventually be the undisputed world heavyweight champion?
Well, I had trouble with some of the wrestlers, of course. The good wrestlers I had quite a bit of trouble with. But fellows that were built like Davidian Adonis, it's Strangle Lewis. Adonis is bleeding now. I got to check. But nevertheless, these are the fellows that were really hard to handle.
You saw the wound open up the head of Adrian Adonis and slammed into that ring post. 2 count. Orton thought he might have had him right there.
I don't know if Adonis is has a cartilage or scar tissue, I should say, above his eyebrows. It's like some fighters, they get cut so easily, and sometimes the fights will have to be stopped because of it. And if that occurs, you may have a problem in the future. I don't know. Some of them just bleed so easily.
You saw Adrian Adonis thinking again. It looked like he may have been pinned just seconds ago. He gets up and he turns things around. And now, it is Orton who's going to be on the defense. What a big shot there from Adrian Adonis.
Yeah, when you see it coming in, he has a heavy hand, you know. So does Orton.
Yes.
Yes. Well, when you get two fellas like this, anything can happen because they're both on and the adrenaline flows and, you know, they just turn on and go.
Off that top rope, but the throat of Adrian Adonis is laying down next to the apron. Orton reaches down and grabs him. And you know, had tremendous coverage for this match, worldwide coverage.
Yes, I know. I recently returned to Japan, and everyone was asking me, anyone connected with wrestling, magazines, various promoters and so forth, were asking me, what's happening with Southwest Championship Wrestling? What is going on in Houston? Of course, I filled them in as well as I could.
Watch Orton here now. Excuse me. This is where he usually gets up and he'll take his opponent. He'll pull a suplex off of this rope. He has it. And now watch as he's trying to get Adrian Adonis up. Adonis is battling back because he knows what happened with that shoulder injured. If he would come down on that show, that'd be all over. Orton didn't get the job done that time.
He fought him off like a sumo fights them off. It's crazy. Maybe you saw some of those matches in Japan, but that's what they do. They flail with their arms like that and get rid of their opponents temporarily. I guess that's how he evaded that thing.
Adrian Adonis holding on to Orton. Orton with him off over the top of him. Oh, what a lift.
The heavy one, Adrian is so much heavier. Orton would probably have more repercussions on this than Adonis would. Unless the shoulder is really bothering him that much, which is very possible.
You know he has to feel everything in that right shoulder. It's really hurting him, but you continue to go on.
It's crazy. When you get an injury like that, you don't realize how often you use that part of your body, but it just hurts all the time. And every time you don't even know it's there, you know.
There's the Goodnight Irene sleeper hold being applied to Bob Orton. Orton trying to work, keep that blood circulating. He doesn't want to go out. He's still in it. He wants that championship.
Well, that Goodnight Irene is the sleeper hold, which is you stop the carotid arteries and you go to sleep. And it can be dangerous if the flow of blood is stopped too long and you don't get the oxygen in the brain. There can be some permanent damage, but that didn't occur now.
This is the World Championship final match from the Summit in Houston, Texas. May the 21st, 1983. History was made. Here comes Orton now with the sleeper hold.
I should say that history was made, and you know, the story is, and it's just a small package just could be it.
Barely down again. 1, 2. There it is. It looked like Orton had the small package. He wrapped it up on Adrian Adonis. There was 1, 2, and he kicked out Adonis from over. It was 1, 2, 3. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have the new undisputed world heavyweight champion, Lou, and I think he's going to be a great one.
And the rest of them can just get in line.
They'll have to fall in line. As you see, Orton disappointed, but he gave it everything he had. He battled right down to the wire. But Adrian Adonis, with his separated shoulder and all, as you see, Lou says, who is at ringside, coming in now, and he will present the championship belt. There it is, Lou.
There's the heavyweight championship belt. Now, that's for the undisputed
The winner
title.
of his third
And as soon as he's able, he's going to receive it.
and the new world heavyweight champion from New York,
Really exhausted.
Adrian Adonis.
A little bit out of it.
Well, he receives 2 belts, the 75-year-old one and then the new World Heavyweight Championship belt. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. Excuse me, we still have some more time. Excuse me, as we look, and there we watch the instant replay here. This was quick. We went to the sleeper hold first. Off of it, Orton with the sleeper hold.
That's a good reversal. That was a sharp move.
Very good. Off the rope. He snatches him, rolls him up in that small package. Watch the count. It's 1, 2. You see Adonis getting the leverage going the other way. Orton shoulder down right now. 1, 2, 3.
Adonis had him hooked already, and that's where the wrestling expertise comes to pass. That's where it is.
We'll be back with more after this.
My pleasure to introduce to you around the world the new undisputed world heavyweight wrestling champion, Adrian Adonis. Congratulations, Mr. Adonis.
Coming from you, that's a real compliment. Jack Stack, like I say, all my fans out there, which I have very few, thanks a lot for the support. But, you know, fans don't win matches for you. May 21st, I created history. All my opponents put on Sinatra and started to cry after I got finished with them.